Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for this evening. We are so glad that you are joining us for our launch of Season 4 of Storm King's Thunder right here at Proficiency Bonus. We are super pumped up and excited. This is going to be great. And I'm trying some new things. As you see, I got a little green screen going on finally. Yeah, that's right. Moving up in the world, little by little by little by little. We're just inching our way. One day yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. This is episode 60 of Storm King's Thunder.
Whoa.
Yes. It's almost been a year and a half since we started this campaign. That is pretty wild. So thank you guys for tuning in and for hanging out with us tonight. I wanted to throw out a really special shout out tonight to our first patron, our master tier patron, Sanity Stinks. So thank you, Sanity, for jumping on board and supporting the channel. We do appreciate it, and there's a lot of other great things coming your way as well. Just be on the lookout for some messages coming from me in the Discord chat. And those of you who would like to help us out and be a part of our Patreon, you can go to our Patreon. I believe if you type in, I believe it pops up in the Twitch chat. I know there's a command for it, but honestly, like a bad DM and host of a Twitch stream, I forgot what the command is. See, that's just what I do. I forget everything. I need a lazy DM's manual, MG. I think that's what I need.
All right.
So, a couple other things I wanted to shout out. Quick shout outs to Many Sided Dice, Streamlabs, Twitch, for all their support. We also want to throw a shout out to Team MZ and also our sponsors Dice Bard for coming on board. And if you type in Probo during checkout, you'll get free expedited shipping on your order. So make sure you go visit Dice Bard and get some cool dice. I got some cool ones in recently this week. I don't know if you can see them on the screen there, but I've got these really cool Dice Bard dice. 3 different colors right there. They're so awesome. I'm digging them. Sweet. Couple things I wanted to announce. Official Taco Parade, who is tuning in right now. Happy birthday to you, my friend.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, and thank you for
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Thank you for celebrating your birthday with us. That's pretty cool. I think that's awesome. Yeah, we'll try to make it worth your while and have an exciting episode tonight. And if you also want to,
No, you can't sing it. It's $1 million copywritten song. Do not sing it.
yeah, we cannot sing it.
Yeah, it's not for the people yet. It's not on people's domain yet.
It's not on people's domain yet? Okay. So we cannot sing happy birthday. But, yeah. Does anybody have any candles? They can just light a candle and...
Oh, I know!
Oh, there it is! Yes! Wait, let me get everybody on stream here. There we go. Go ahead and do that.
I have to find the lighter!
Do that again, Christy. There we go. We've got... and Zos is looking for hers. So I have to find my lighter!
I got one upstairs for a candle, but I don't.
There we go. We're celebrating Official Taco Parade's birthday tonight. We also wanted to mention and let you guys know that JJ...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for... Oh, Blitz Graybeard has gifted a subscription to Official Taco Parade. Well, happy birthday, Official Taco Parade. You are now a subscriber to the channel. Hey, happy birthday.
Congrats, bro.
Really quick, before we begin the stream tonight, I just wanted to throw this out there to everybody. Yeah, it's perfect, Zos.
It smells like lavender.
It smells like lavender. Great. Official Taco Parade. Imagine the scent of lavender. That is for you.
I'll make the wish and I'll blow it out in 3. 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it. Well,
Yeah.
we've started off strong this evening.
Yes.
We started off strong. Also, I wanted to throw this out there. Our really good friend and awesome player of this campaign, JJ, who plays Anastasius, and before Moby, he will not be returning to our Friday night campaign. life happens, and sometimes you just get busy and bogged down with other things, and right now that is more important than a stream and D&D game. So we wish JJ all the best of luck, and we miss you, buddy. We love you. And
Love you so much.
Yep, we do. So make sure you keep in touch with us. Don't be a stranger. And yeah, we'll miss you, buddy. And last but not least, you can give some bits tonight to give Zos an eye transplant. Yeah, that eye right there.
Yeah.
Looks like it's not working.
It got a piece of gravel in it.
I'm personally voting that we get her one of those like extendable cyborg red laser eyes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm into it. I just want a comfy, squishy eye, you know, feels real. I got gravel in it today and it scratched it, so it hurt really bad.
Oh,
but now it's fine.
We're happy that you are here. I was worried that you would show up in an eye patch or something like that. So
I thought I was going to. It wouldn't stop hurting.
That would have been hysterical, though. Then we could have had Diana the pirate.
Diana the pirate,
Arr, tuck the elevator.
I knew I was going to be made fun of as soon as I got the eye patch, so I was like, I need to get over this.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and dive into tonight's adventure. Last time that we were together, our party has still been, they have full-fledged wanted to go after Cruella the Black. And they have made it to the Shadowfell, basically where the city of Luskan is on the map of the north. They found this undead city where Luskan lies on the material plane in the Shadowfell. Making their way into this tower, they descended, drinking this interesting potion to release a magical artifact known as the Shroud of Souls, which now Molfin has in his possession. They began to descend the staircases under the threat of these weird bird-like demon creatures as they descended. Molfin, quick to think, used I believe it was a globe of invulnerability. I think that's what it was called. Or
Luke's resolute sphere.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. He used the sphere to make himself and Ashlyn in a hamster ball, and they were able to stop these creatures from pursuing them down this spiral staircase. After making their way down the spiral staircase, they made their way down a hallway that contained several thousand amulets that looked a lot like the one that Callista holds that belonged to Kella Darkhope, each with their own teardrop-shaped gem lodged within. I believe Molfin has one on his person, as he snuck one off as they were headed towards the main chamber. They found a fountain. In there were 6 hallways leading off into different directions with the names of these same individuals that you found the names carved in on the dagger that's in your possession. Oh my goodness. My name sheet is not next to me.
I have them.
You have them? Excellent.
Umi, Oriel, Lucia, Avelina, Kella, and Diana.
And you guys went to the Avelina hall first, which you opened it up to find a graveyard. And as you descended into a mausoleum, you found yourself face to face with a 3-headed skull creature standing around a sculpture of a woman who was clutching one of these amulets. She was statue turned to stone. You guys quickly jumped into action, trying to get to the woman. Dorn made his way up and was able to cast Greater Restoration on her, freeing her. Callista was able to grab the gem amulet away from her weakened state. But the Skull Lord was upset, and you guys' battle just ensued, and we're right in the middle of combat right now, folks. And for those of you at home, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Storm King on the overlay and put on what a Skull Lord actually looks like on the overlay. Ooh. So you guys will be able to see that. I'm hoping it pops up there. There goes. Yeah, there he is. Boom. So imagine this creature, but the left or the right-hand skull from where you guys are seeing it has a green mohawk, and the green fabric on this armor looks purple for this individual. Named.
Not shown on our screen.
It's not shown on your screen? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's showing on Twitch.
It's showing on Twitch. It's not showing on your screen. I apologize, MG. Yeah, guess you're gonna have to theater of the mind that, MG. Busted.
I'll use my imagination.
Yeah.
Excelsior!
Oh no.
And we're marked again.
Awesome. All right, so here we go. And so the story is told. It is actually Diana's turn.
I had something so epic to do last time, and I have completely forgotten it.
Dorn is on the same initiative count, so you can decide if you want him to go first or if you go first. And if you notice, I put a Dorn character sheet up in your journal
did
this
you?
week.
Oh, God.
So you have access to his character sheet, and you can see what he can do.
Thank God, because I was sitting here and I was like, I don't know Dorn's level. I don't know Dorn's spells. Oh, his picture is rather handsome. Ooh, look at Dorn. I'm not saying it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
No,
Here we go again, right?
No.
We are in the Shadowfell. Cleaning up after the last boyfriend.
Oh my god.
No, her boyfriend, Diana's gay.
There you go.
Oh my god, okay. Wow, he's got really awesome stuff. Go Dorn. Good for you.
One thing I forgot about though is Greater Restoration does require a bag full of crushed diamond dust worth 100 gold pieces. I did go ahead and roll to see how many he would have available. He used one on that first Greater Restoration spell. He has 2 more left.
Oh no. Oh well.
Okay. Well, let me see here. So Callista left off next to me. She was right next.
No, I'm at the stairs with Anastasia's because we dimension doored away from you guys with the amulet.
Okay.
Did
you guys have
take
the amulet
Trick with you?
Pardon?
Huh?
Did you take Avelina with you, or just the amulet?
No, he can only take one person, so he only took me. So Avelina's still in Dorn's arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Right
Avelina's
next to
in
the skull
Dorn.
guy.
Next is, are they within 30 feet of me?
Dorn and Avelina?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Okay, let me just read this. Okay, it just says within range. It doesn't say that I can see within range because we're in darkness. So,
Actually, you guys are not in darkness. The darkness.
Right, he took it out and
it was moved out in some fashion.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Avelina, so nothing can. So, like, you know, the thing can't touch her.
Okay.
And I guess then that's my bonus action. I guess then as an action, I might as well just take out my big ol' frickin' mace and go take a swing at the guy.
I'm gonna say he's probably about 20 feet away from you, so you'll have to take 20 feet of movement to charge up to him.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do that. I will charge up to him and take my old mace and just up.
Do it up. Go ahead and roll it.
And it's the magic mace.
It is a magic mace.
An 11.
He quickly, the skull head with the eye patch just catches you out of this empty eye cavity at the last second, and you see it just move to the side, and your mace just whiffs right by his head.
Okay, cool. And then Dorn is gonna be an angel, and he's gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And they're gonna whoop some butt.
Okay. So, Spirit Guardians is a saving throw, I believe he has to make?
Yes,
Okay.
if he's within their range. He takes half damage.
What is its 15-foot radius? He would have to move up about 5 foot if he wants to catch him in the radius.
Okay, they're just meant to protect him and Avelina then.
Okay, so
they'll just stay
keep
by
there.
him, and if the creature happens to go in range.
So all these angelic creatures, mystical creatures, start to rise up out of the floor and are just hovering in this zone around Dorn and Avelina at this time. At the end of yours and Dorn's turn, the Skull Lord is going to use all 3 of his round's legendary actions.
Oh no.
And he's going to take his staff and you watch as the pirate's looking eye patch skull. It's like, that's enough. You keep screwing this up. I'm taking over now. It's my turn. And the skull with the crown in the middle is like, what? I was just getting started. And it takes its staff and it slams it onto the ground, and you all feel this vibration of energy like protrude from out where the staff hit the ground. And immediately, Diana, you start to see some of the bones and stuff rattling on the ground, and all of a sudden 5 skeletons clad with their weapons start to rise up around the Skull Lord. 2 of them immediately flanking you side by side as you approached. One of them actually rises up near Lachlan, who I believe was trying to make a wall in front of last round. You guys were trying to make a wall in front of Callista, so you're probably about 20 feet away from him. One of them kind of pops up in front of you, Lachlan. One of them pops in front of you, Ashlyn, as it's right there. And the other one probably right in front of you, Molfin.
Gramps, are these yours?
No, not yet.
Woo! He said not yet.
All right, so that brings us to Callista, who is standing at the bottom of the stairs or the top of the stairs?
Well, how high are the stairs?
Probably about 40 feet.
And how far away from the bottom of the stairs to the Skeleton King am I? If it was from the bottom? Try to gauge distance here.
40 foot to the bottom, then probably another 40 foot to where he's standing. Into
Okay, so I'd be about like halfway up the stairs then.
Okay, sounds good.
Or about 60 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So my action is to stab this amulet with the dagger.
Okay. All right. So, are you I kind of imagine you setting it down on the stairs.
Yeah.
And just taking this dagger. And go ahead and just make an attack against it. As you raise up the dagger and you bring it down.
I
guess it'd be kind of just like a standard dagger attack. If
that dex, right?
Hang on. I'll grab one.
No, dagger is a finesse, so it could be dex or strength.
Dex or strength, whichever is higher for you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in here. Why aren't you coming in here? I guess it would be with my proficiency. I think I can use daggers.
I think you can.
Simple weapon?
It's a simple weapon, yes. I think you have simple weapon proficiency. Oh, and before, one thing I'm thinking about here, Christy, Callista, is the magical darkness is actually at the bottom of the steps. So you wouldn't be able to see down into the room. You're out of the magical darkness.
Yeah.
But the magical darkness is kind of at the base of the stairs. It's kind of like a hamster ball in the bottom of the stairs right there.
Okay. +5. Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration just in case.
Okay, excellent. And Molfin, don't forget you have the
D20. Oh, that is not what? Oh, okay.
D20 +5? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring it down. You bring it down and...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. You bring it down, and as this dagger is coming down, it hits it right directly in the center of the gem. And as you hit it, you can hear it start to shatter as you bring it down, and all of a sudden this purple energy just blasts out from inside the gem. It blows the hood of your cloak right off of your head. The wind from your cloak is nothing compared to the wind that you are feeling coming out from this. You can see that all of a sudden this vortex of purple shards start to surround you really quickly, and you can feel the wind just blowing all around you. You can feel little all these shards are just hitting you all over the face and all over the hands, all over the arms. Then all of a sudden the shards just go and just shoot off, and some of them just trickle down to the ground. And you can see that the amulet is broken in different pieces there before your feet. The gem is in just billions of little tiny fragments.
If I look at the dagger, what's that gem's equivalent? look like?
It has disappeared. And the name on the other side is no longer carved into the dagger.
How does she look?
How does she look?
Yeah.
Her condition seems to be the same.
Okay.
She's just wore out, tired.
Comatose.
Yeah, barely conscious, basically. She's like...
Do you feel love again?
You get no response.
Okay. I'll let you think about that.
All right. Callista, would you like to move or have a bonus action that you'd like to do? I'm going to say that your attack was your action on the...
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to stay. How far is everyone from me? Can I see anyone from through the above the darkness if I get above?
No, it's like the darkness goes to the ceiling, so it's kind of like you just look down and see nothing but black.
Okay, then I will just wait until I can see.
Okay, sounds good. That brings us to the top of the round, which is Ashlyn.
Oh, okay. How far away is Diana from me?
About 20 feet. She's actually engaged with the Skull Lord right now.
I know, and then she's got two next to her.
Yep.
So
and you have a skull. You have a skeleton right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity and run to Diana's aid though.
Okay.
Yes! Hey, girl, hey!
The skeleton misses you terribly as you just swiftly run right by the sword.
Okay. So I'm gonna flank something with Diana if I can, if that makes sense. Can I flank anyone with Diana?
20 feet. You could technically wrap around behind the Skull Lord and flank the Skull Lord.
I'll flank the Skull Lord.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You could do either skeleton or the Skull Lord.
We'll do Skull Lord.
Okay.
And I will do my Staff of Thunder and Lightning and try to hit it.
Okay.
And then I will hit it with 2d6 of lightning damage since I hit it.
Okay. So it's kind of like a smite? Is that the way it works?
So I'm going to roll 9 bludgeoning and then... Hold on.
Nice.
So another 6 damage on top of that lightning damage.
Awesome. So what is this? Is it just like a zap of lightning as you hit it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the staff comes in and you watch as the electrical energy leaves the top of the staff and just consumes all around the Skull Lord. You can see that it kind of shakes a little bit and the lightning moves down his body down to the ground and dissipates out from his feet. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to hit it again. And there, 8 bludgeoning. And then for my last pop, I'm gonna see if I can stunning strike it.
Stunning strike. Okay.
I'm gonna spend a key point to stunning strike it with my to stun the creature. So when I hit a creature with a melee attack, I spend 1 key point to stun the creature.
Okay, so it just automatically happens when you hit. It doesn't get to make a saving throw or anything. All right.
It has to make a DC 15 con save.
Con save. DC 15. All right. Let's see what I've got. DC 15.
Yes.
11 plus 3 is a 14. He fails.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna pop it with my martial arts and miss it. Or is that... What is it? Is that...
Your martial arts... Was that your bonus action?
I'm flanking, though. Yeah, that's flanking, though. And it's a bonus action. So does that hit?
22?
Was the stunning strike... That doesn't count as your bonus action when you spend a key point?
No, that's it's a key point.
Okay.
So it's different.
Yeah, so you got the 22 with flanking. That is a hit. You can roll your damage.
So 6 bludgeoning.
6 bludgeoning.
It's a heck of a round.
Yeah.
Nice round.
Okay, so now it's stunned, whatever... Then.
Yeah, the Skull Lord, he seems to be just absolutely shocked as you come around. He had no idea that you were this fast. And all of a sudden just... And he's just looking forward and not saying a thing. Just looking straight at Diana. Oh, wow. That was impressive.
Okay. Alright. Well, I like it when you don't talk. Shut up.
So that
Talk
he's,
too much.
he's stunned to the next to your next turn. Is that the way that works?
It just says to stun it if it fails a DC con save. So let me look that up.
I think yeah. Let me know what that is. So it's
I-
Brock's turn.
I want to say it's the end of his next turn, if I remember correctly.
No, it's the end of her next turn.
Into her next turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that will matter.
Yeah, until the end of your next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Bo.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Dang.
So
All the way back to Ashlyn.
Yeah.
nice.
All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to roll initiative for those guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Forgot about them.
All right. So now it is Brock's turn.
Does Brock have anything adjacent to him or near him?
Well, he was standing in that line with you, Lachlan. So those
Yeah.
two skeletons that were engaged with Ashlyn and you, Lachlan, they would be within his range.
All right. I imagine Brock would swing at the one that's closest to him.
Okay. Sounds good.
In which case, let me double check something real quick. And okay,
So
I guess he has multi-attack, right? Is that I'm seeing this, or is this am I wrong?
yeah, he can make 2 short sword attacks. Yes.
Cool. Oh, nice one, buddy.
The skeleton is just parrying his attacks away as he's trying to force his sword down on me. Ting ting, just moves him right off course. Anything else?
Lachlan would yell at him, "Get your stuff together, Brock!"
Nice.
You think you could join the snakes if you're not as cool as Ashlyn?
I know, right?
High bar to set.
Excellent, excellent.
I think that would be pretty much his turn.
All right, yep, it's Lachlan's turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna whip out my short sword and try to attack one of these skeletons as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that will hit.
And I think, they're within 5 feet of Brock, right? So I'd get my
Yeah,
sneak.
you get your sneak attack. Yes, you do.
Cool.
Wow.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
Holy
Is
shit.
that this real life?
as you're sitting there harassing Brock for his poor swordsmanship, you just take with a flare. You take your short sword out, you swing it around, and you just crush this one in front of you into dust. And it just its skull pops off its head and rolls across the floor. You hear the ting of its
Get him,
weapon.
quick, get it!
And you don't have 2 attacks, do you? I don't think.
No, I only have 1.
All right. Anything else that you'd like to do?
End turn.
End turn. All right.
Nicely
And
done.
now there are only 4 skeletons standing in the room. Excellent, Lachlan. That brings us to
Oh, Brock, you'll learn.
Anastasius.
The darkness is still up, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so he's gonna tell Molfin to drop that shit, and he's going to hold his action
You
to do a
guys.
phantasmal force on the skeleton guy when he sees him, the big king guy.
Okay, excellent. Sounds great. Yeah, so Molfin, you hear the calling from up above the steps
And he'll inspire me.
of Anastasius. Cool. And he offers Callisto
Inspires me, yeah.
inspiration. Right, which then brings us to Molfin.
Okay. So, listening to that fleeting individual, we'll just go to sort of shake his head a little bit. And we'll drop concentration on the darkness spell,
Okay.
which will probably trigger his action.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's gonna use phantasmal force.
Okay. What exactly are you doing with Phantasmal Force here?
He's going to see Anastasia throw something at him, and when it gets to his face, it turns into like a ball of fire, like on the middle head.
Okay. Does he have to make a saving throw against this?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He has to make, I think, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
17?
17?
16, 17?
Ooh.
17, yeah.
Okay. Let me double check something. I want to check the stunned condition to see if it says anything about saving throws and stuff like that. Stunned. Stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Wow. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Okay. So yeah, he fails. And exceed target realize intelligence saving fails. You create phantasmal form of your choice. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
Unfortunately, that one will not work.
Okay.
On this guy.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Let me check his. So I think that's the case for a lot of his spells then.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
bummer.
Yeah.
Yep. So unfortunately, the phantasmal force doesn't seem to have too much of an effect. Still very, very nice looking as this ball of flame comes by his face and just bursts into his face. So that triggered that spell. So now Molfin, it goes back to your turn.
Okay, and about how far from me is this bonehead?
He's probably about 25 feet away from you, Molfin.
Okay, so Molfin's gonna walk, just sort of one hand out, just sort of push on the chest of the skeleton to just walk around him.
No, you're just gonna walk past him?
Yep, just walking past to get within about 15 feet of the
Okay, the skeleton takes a swing at you and misjudges your lack of height and right over top of your head, just misses.
Fairly close shave. It is. Molfin gets a little closer and says, "Now, Lachlan, this one is mine." And Molfin's going to reach out and point at a pile of bones right next to Ashlyn.
Oh boy.
And cast
Oh no.
Animate Dead to raise a skeleton right beside Ashlyn, weapon drawn, looking at the three-headed one.
Okay.
Ashlyn, the skeleton looks at you, kind of gives you a nudge, and kind of nods its head a little bit.
Hi, Tony.
He salutes.
This is not Tony. Tony's still in my bag.
Oh, Tony's. Oh, hi. Jesus.
The skeleton just shrugs and then
Okay, that's a good name for you.
shakes its head.
I'm really good at naming things.
You can't name it.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. Does that go on your turn, or do you roll initiative for him?
Let's see here.
Great, now I am
think
gonna
we've
have
had
to
it.
Your
get
turns, you can use a
Jesus
bonus
head.
to mentally command. Yeah, it looks like it just goes on my initiative. It doesn't say you roll initiative for it.
All right. Is he gonna go ahead and take a swipe at the?
Oh yeah, he's gonna start swinging at the bonehead.
All right. You have advantage on your attack roll.
Okay.
Can we name this guy Thrice Stonehead?
I like it.
Okay. Come on, Jesus!
That will hit.
Hey, there we go.
See, Brock, he can do it.
Yes.
Team Rocky can
Oh,
do
poor
it.
Brock.
That's funny.
He's dead.
So yeah,
You're gonna be soon if you don't fight back.
skeleton slashes through the armor of the Skull Lord. Does that end the skeleton and Molfin's turn?
That is the skeleton's turn.
Hey, thanks so much, Random Hero, for your subscription. We appreciate that.
Hey,
Thanks for
how you
hanging out
doing,
with us,
Random?
Hero? Glad to see you. Okay, so that brings
Thanks
us...
for joining on Official Taco Parade's birthday.
Yeah, that's awesome. It is now the Skull Lord's turn, but he can't take any actions because he is
What?
stunned. So we go to Diana and Dorn.
Oh yes. Okay. How far away are all of these other skeletons from me? Are they within 30 feet?
Probably about the one that's engaged with Lachlan and Brock. There's actually two. Oh, that two. Yeah, there's two on either side of you. Like basically, Skull-Lord's in front of you, and to your left and right, you've got a skeleton just looking right at you. And it looks like they got their swords ready. They're ready to plunge them into you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Turn Undead. So
nice.
That's gonna help.
Does that affect all undead?
And because I'm level 8, if I cast it and they're below a what is it? A CR? I don't know what that's challenge rating is what that stands for.
Yeah.
A challenge rating of 1, they get obliterated.
Oh boy.
Within 30 feet, and they run away from me, and they can only use their action to dash.
Is there a way you can put it in the chat, the Roll20 chat for us?
I would love to. My computer is frozen.
Let's check it out. I want to make sure I get everything right on this to see how far everything is away from you to make sure it works.
Let me see here.
If it's in,
is it in
Sauce,
your...
can you reconnect? I can't see you.
I know, my... Ooh, it's frozen, but I can put it in Discord.
Okay.
Let me copy and paste it and put it in Discord real quick.
Okay. Excellent.
Because my thing froze and I have to refresh my whole page.
Oh, here it is.
I found some of it in
Present your holy
in Roll20, but it doesn't have the higher, like the increase from the higher level.
I know. I can put that in there. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I'll just paste this thing and then I'll go into my...
Destroy undead.
Whoa.
And I'll grab the...
Creature must spend a turn. Yeah, there's it's called like destroy undead or something like that. So wisdom saves. What is the wisdom save for a skeleton? I don't think it's probably going to be pretty big. Oh, this is Diana using her abilities. Ooh, minus.
And then I don't know what my save is. I believe it's 16.
Okay, well the one to your right fails.
Whoa!
The one to your left fails. Now let's see the Skull-Lord's right in front of you, and he is also undead.
Jesus fails.
Jesus fails.
We barely
I knew I was gonna get him. I'm sorry. Poor Jesus.
There's one level 3 spell checked off the list.
Technically, the other two skeletons are within this range too. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for them. That's a fail for the one by Lachlan. And that is a just success by the one that tried to hit Molfin.
That's okay, we can kill him.
And this guy has let's see. Thought he had something special when it came to this, but I guess he does not. Oh, and I just saw something on here, but I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt. He succeeds.
Okay.
Oh, damn!
Succeeds easily. But yeah, so the destroy undead was if they were under a certain...
Is this
CR
level 8?
1/2.
No, wait, no, because I'm level 8, so it's 1.
Yeah, it grows at certain levels.
So level 8, let's go to my cleric right here, because this could have an effect since they failed that. That could be big.
It's in Discord.
Is it in Discord? Okay.
Yeah, CR 1 or lower.
So if they fail to save...
They're gone.
They obliterate.
Nice. That is so cool. What an ability.
Clerics.
Clerics, y'all. Clerics. Yeah, so basically you watch as all three, when you see Diana put her holy symbol up in the air, the power of Ilmater just glows in this 30-foot radius around the room, and you watch as these skeletons just shatter into pieces all around, leaving the Skull-Lord all alone in the center.
This is the coolest thing I've ever done!
Jesus!
Was that word?
I was like, can I spare Jesus?
Jesus is also destroyed, unfortunatunfortunately.
I'm sorry, Jesus, you were an ally.
Ashlyn, immediately after striking the Skull Lord, Jesus looks over to you and almost looks like if it had flesh, it'd be smiling at you. And then all of a sudden, the bright light just bursts him into a billion pieces. And he shatters.
I'm sorry.
And Ashlyn, you now just have bone dust all over you from Jesus. You used to stand there.
Oh,
We'll always remember.
I have to stop naming things.
Oh no!
Name my gem.
Every one of Ashlyn's friends get taken away. What is wrong with this?
Yes.
All right, that brings.
Person with
Is
the
it always
lead.
by Diana?
Diana, you still have a bonus action, I believe, and a movement if you'd like to take it.
Liddy, since the guy in front of me is stunned, I will take my movement to dip out of there. I want to go towards Evelyn
Okay.
and her little pretty self,
Okay.
and then I don't know. Can I use any of my spells for the bonus action, or do I have to use a cantrip?
It has to be Channel Divinity. Does that count as a spell?
I don't know. We can just say that it does for now.
I don't know if it does. Is it like a key point?
I don't think it does.
I don't
It's
think
ability.
I don't think it does because I think it's just a cleric ability. So I would say if you have a bonus action spell, you could probably cast it. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember my spells offhand because I can't get to my thing. I won't use a bonus action. I'll just move over to her and like guard her with Dorn.
Okay.
And Dorn, because I can find his character sheet now. I think he had like spirit weapon, and he had a quarterstaff, and he had spirit guardians. Can he just hold his action for now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, can he use his movement to drag Evelyn the 25 feet that he can out of there?
Closer to where the stairs were?
Yes.
Absolutely. He
And
can
try
do
to
that.
get her out of there, and I'll rush over to help him.
Yep.
I probably won't be able to follow him fully, but I'll get to him, and then he'll move 25 feet away from me, and then I'll get to him again, and yeah, we'll keep doing that.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah. Dorn continues kind of pulling her. He doesn't have to really. She's not very heavy. He can kind of keep her up in that kind of like wedding, just married, carrying her out just like that. Callista, that brings us up to you.
Okay, I put the dagger away and I cast Moonbeam at 3rd level on the big guy.
Nice. That is a saving throw or not? Yeah, Constitution.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw as this light shines down on him. He will fail it.
15 radiant damage.
15 radiant damage as it burns down onto the skeleton creature. Nice.
How far away is Dorn from me now?
Dorn is probably about 30 feet away from you. He's closing in on the bottom of the steps.
Okay.
And he looks like he's just making his way towards the steps. He's going to be heading up towards you.
I'm gonna get to his side.
Okay.
Or get in front of him and her body.
Okay. Sounds good. Callista running back down the steps, kind of putting herself in between Dorn, Avelina, and the danger.
Oh, that does stun.
And do I want to do this? How big is this chamber again?
It's probably about 80 feet by 80 feet, roughly.
Okay.
All good?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action wild shape. I'm just debating which one I'm taking.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yep, I'm going giant elk.
giant elk. Okay.
Nice.
So all of a sudden, at the bottom of the steps, after putting herself in position right in front of Dorn, you see her increase in size, and that familiar fur start to pop out, and these antlers just jet out of Callista's head, as she is now a giant elk. The antlers kind of hit the top of the chamber a little bit onto the...
That's what I was asking, how big this place is.
So it barely fits, but it fits in here.
That's fine. I'll duck my head a little bit.
Yeah, you have to duck your head just a
like,
little bit.
Give him a glare.
Nice. All right. That brings us to Ashlyn at the top of the round.
Okay, I'm gonna pop this guy with my Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can hit it with thunder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes?
Jeez.
My goodness. Yes, you have a +10 with that thing? God.
Yeah, because it gives me a +2
That is insane.
on top of everything.
Nice.
So anyway, bludgeoning, and then it has to make a... This is better. It has to make a DC 17 con save or become stunned until my next turn.
DC 17?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Con save.
Just makes it.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh man,
makes
that's
the
a
stun
massive.
save.
So you hit it with a thunderous strike. Is that what you did?
yeah.
So you guys
And
all
then-
hear this crack of thunder as Ashlyn connects once again to the stunned Skull Lord. That crack as it protrudes all throughout the chamber.
Alright, I guess I'll do that again and try and expend one of my Q points to stun it again.
Okay.
Jeez.
Jeez, so it's 11
That's
points.
11. But now the next one is only 15.
Hey, next one's only 15.
Yeah.
It rolled a 17.
Ah,
plus
okay.
The 3.
Alright, and then I'll just do my last martial arts on it, so.
24,
Brock, are you taking
my
notes?
goodness.
Jesus.
Nice round. Nice round. Once
30
again.
points of bleeding damage.
Yeah, 30 points.
Monks,
as
man.
Monks, man, I tell you, Ashlyn is just hammering on this guy. The guy can't seem to do anything to defend himself as he's just standing there. And then all of a sudden, after this last punch across the face of the skull, it almost seems to come out of it a little bit. And the skulls are just looking at you. And if it could scrunch its face down in anger, it would definitely be doing so.
But it can't, so
Excellent. That brings us to Brock.
All right. I think Brock's probably pretty inspired by what he's seeing here. How far is he from the thing?
About 20 feet away. Ashlyn, would you be moving or would you just stay right where you're at?
No, just stay there.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I think he's going to try to take advantage of the fact that Ashlyn is adjacent to this guy, and he's going to fire his hand crossbow.
All right. Unfortunately, it whiffs right by him.
Brock!
What are you doing, man?
God! I think that's all that Brock can do.
All right, so that brings us to Lachlan.
Oh, Brock, come on! I think Lachlan's going to try to do a hand crossbow.
Okay.
You can do it, buddy.
That will hit, yes.
All right, I think again I probably get my sneak attack.
You do, yes.
All right.
Nice. Lachlan, now being able to see him in the hand crossbow as it hits,
Yeah.
the bolts, the regular bolts, don't really seem to be doing as much
Oh.
to it. And it's really hard because it's just made of bone and it has this really thick plate armor on. But you can tell you hit it. You made contact.
Shake it. Gotta switch to magic, I think. And that's it. Enter.
All right, he is looking pretty rough, and his armor, his shards are torn. You can see scrapes of combat on his armor and everything.
Is it his turn?
At the end of Lachlan's turn, it's going to expend one of its legendary actions to. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's going to expend 2.
I want to say, Dorn is prepared with that counter spell.
Okay.
No, you know what?
Oh,
No, wait, it's not counter
Come
spell.
on.
It's just spell magic. Oh, we're screwed.
Yeah, it's going to expend 2 of its legendary actions to reach up with its bone staff and just slam down on Ashlyn in front of it. So it's going to make an attack. It has a plus. It also has a +10 bonus to its attack.
Oh,
Is this his turn or just a legendary?
It's just a legendary.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to hit. Does a 19 hit you, Ashlyn? It does not. as this thing slams down, Ashlyn puts up the other staff that she's holding and just deflects the bone staff back. And as the bone staff hits yours, there's this black energy that seemed to just spark out from the staff that just hit down on you. And it stumbles back, a little bit surprised that you were able to withstand the attack.
Can Dorn use his action now and send a guiding bolt over there to spank the little thing with?
Yes, because he was holding an
Future
action.
whip.
Yes. Guiding bolt.
That sucked.
Unfortunately,
Go Dorn.
Unfortunately, that guiding bolt goes flying by and doesn't make contact.
Dorn, you suck.
It makes contact with the wall behind the creature, and some stones just kind of just explode from the wall where the light hits
The background, it's just like, you go, Ashley.
All right. Anastasius is up.
Okay.
Anna, it's me, Anastasia.
Is the skeleton lord surrounded at this point?
I believe that Diana moved away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she took advantage of the stun and moved away. I think the only one that's around is Ashlyn, right? Yeah, Ashlyn's just standing in front of him.
Ashlyn's the only one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then he will angle fairy fire to not hit her.
Okay. So is that a saving throw or an attack?
It's a saving throw. I think it's Dex.
Dex?
Yep.
Okay.
Can Molfin burn a portent?
Nice.
Yes.
Rolls a 5.
Rolls a 5. Cool.
He's got his legendary.
Excellent. He's going to use one of his legendary resistances to succeed on this one instead. So that's his second legendary resistance.
He's burning him up.
Okay, so he's also going to go down and help Dorn with Avelina.
Okay, sounds good. So Anastasius rushes down the steps, helping Dorn with Avelina. Next, actually, you know what? Why don't we do this? At the end of Anastasius's turn, the Skull Lord looks at Ashlyn, who is the direct threat right now, and takes its hand. It goes and it just tries to grab you on the shoulder. It's trying, and it's also saying something while it's doing so. It's trying to cast a spell on you. So
I'm a sailor too. We can talk this out.
Can Molfin hear this?
Molfin can hear this, yes.
Counter spell at 3rd level.
Counter spell at 3rd level. So as he gets ready to drive his hand down on your shoulder, you can see there's an electrical energy kind of dancing off of his fingers as it gets near you, Ashlyn. And all of a sudden, as he grabs you, nothing happens.
See, we're sailors. We can parlay.
And it looks and then the skull with the green mohawk looks towards you and is just looking around saying, you know what? It's my turn. You guys are not doing the job.
I think you have some identity issues going around. Might want to talk that out over there. Away from us.
And that brings us up to, I believe it'd be Molfin's turn.
And it's still focused on Ashlyn?
It is still focused on Ashlyn. And unfortunately, for some reason, my Roll20 just decided it didn't want to do anything anymore. So
That kind of night.
Yeah.
Mine did too. I had to switch computers.
Yeah, yeah.
Aww.
My Roll20 gave
Oh,
up,
yeah, there's
so
Jolt.
I can't click on any more music or click on anything at all in my Roll20. So good thing my videos are still working, so I'm just going to keep it rolling.
Nothing wrong with that. So as Molfin looks over and after counterspelling that and seeing it still seems to be focused on Ashlyn.
Thank you, by the way, Uncle Molfin.
Molfin's going to take his hand, rub it over the top of his crystal on his staff again, and reach out and cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Woo!
And I'm going to burn the nat 20.
Oh,
Yes!
nice. I'm not sure if my rolls are going to come through, but you can. Did you roll it?
Well, I clicked to at least pull it. Oh, yeah, it rolled a crit anyway if I had advantage.
Oh, so it did roll it in there? Okay.
Yeah, so give me a second. I'll roll the damage and let you know what it is.
Yeah, what I'll probably do is I will
25 damage.
25 fire damage.
25
directly to the back of its
fire
head.
damage to the back of its head. Wow. It is rocking back and forth. It is on its heels as this fire just bursts off the back of his head. It burns part of the green mohawk off the one's skull. And it looks extremely upset and in desperation mode.
That's scary.
Molfin's going to walk right up behind it because I think I'm only like 15, 20 feet away from it.
Yes.
And just very lightly tap it on the back. Now, why don't you be a good boy and come along and follow me? And with that, cast Misty Step as a bonus action and jump 30 feet directly away from it and Ashlyn.
Wow.
Okay.
And that'll end Molfin's turn.
Okay. So Molfin, Misty Steps. Okay. That brings it to its turn.
Ah! You moved him from the moonbeam!
Can you?
Oh no, I didn't bring him with
he,
me.
He can't.
No,
I don't
he
think
didn't.
Misty Step. I don't think he can bring him with him.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought you
I'm
were
just-
like.
Oh no, I'm taunting him.
Oh, okay.
He
I
still
got you.
starts his turn in the
I thought
movie.
you took him away from Ashlyn. Because that would have been even more clutch.
So
I'm trying to draw him, but I
Gotcha,
can't take him
gotcha.
with me.
that's another
I got
Constitution
this, Uncle
save
Molfin. I'm good.
for Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
It's
It is
Con, right?
Dex. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's Con.
I'll double check.
Zos gets a new eye.
Zos, you got a new eye.
Oh, it is Con. Yep, it's Con.
Oh, thank you guys.
It is Con. He failed, but he's going to go ahead and use his last legendary resistance. to
So he takes
succeed.
half
So
of 17.
He's going to take half of 17.
Matthew's got something in the works. I saw him crack his knuckles.
And on his turn, you watch as the Skull Lord starts reciting something, looking towards Molfin.
Oh no.
No,
He's turned
no,
Molfin into
no.
a skeleton.
And having, let me go ahead and see, check something really fast. Range.
Oh no. We happen to have any more,
Okay.
what are they? Diamonds worth 300 GP?
Directly.
For the Revivify
Now, Molfin,
spell?
you Misty stepped kind of behind Ashlyn, right?
No, so it's like the way I pictured it was Ashlyn's on one side, he was facing her, and I was on the other side. So walked up behind him,
Yeah.
and then literally just went right back to where I had started initially.
Okay.
So,
So you
he's
kinda
still
be to the
sandwiched
right of him.
between me and
Okay.
Ashlyn, but I'm 30 feet away from him.
Okay, so that's a good thing that you moved there. You're actually going to save a lot of people that way. He is going to slide
I don't know what
over
that
just a
means.
little bit. And you watch as he starts to pull back, almost like as if he was taking a breath. and you see this blue energy start to rise up through his neck, and he's shifting himself. So Ashlyn, you're going to be in this zone. Molfin, you're going to be in this zone. I think for the way that the angle would be, Lachlan, you would also be in this zone. The rest of the group would be safe from this. If Molfin would have went the other direction, it would have got everyone. But he shifted a little bit just so he could make sure Molfin was there.
Wow. Nice job, Graham.
And all of a sudden, it unleashes this cone of cold as it blasts.
No.
Cold, freezing mist just out of its central mouth. And it consumes that 60-foot space. What I need is for everybody in the blast radius to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. These aren't great, but...
Not great.
I got a natural.
Oh, that's right.
one.
Michael can't see it. We all rolled 19s.
Yeah, I can't see the rolls. The last thing I can see is Doran's guiding bolt. So yeah,
Lachlan got natural one.
Lachlan got a natural 1. Okay, what everybody else
Molfin's a
get?
15.
Molfin's a 15. That is also
Ashlyn's 19.
a 19. Ashlyn, you are the only one to succeed.
Oh, no.
All right, so you guys are going to take a bit of cold damage here as I roll this up. Didn't roll.
Wait, do we get evasion? No, is that only dex?
I think it's Dex.
I think it's,
Oh,
it's
okay.
a dex
only.
Yes, it's a dex.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a better roll.
No.
No.
No, it's not.
Michael.
You guys take, those of you who failed, take 35 points of cold damage. Ashlyn, you take half of that.
17.
Yeah, 17 and 35 for those of you who failed. And you guys are covered in a misty frost. Icicles trickle from the bottom of your nose. And your beard is frozen, Molfin. It's freezing cold as it blasted this out in front of you. And that will end its turn and take us to Diana.
Okay, well, first and foremost, Dorn is going to cast healing. Are they all in 60 feet of each of us?
Yes.
Okay, so within 60 feet of Dorn, too?
Yes.
All of them? Okay.
Yes.
He's going to cast Healing Word on them. So y'all gain 6
Yeah.
points.
6 hit points.
Go you.
For those of you that just, that pretty much, how many can he target? I think
He targeted 3.
healing word. So you're going to do Molfin, Lachlan, and Ashlyn?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait, sorry. I mean, the Mass Healing Word targets, I think, like at least 5. Up to 6. Up to 6.
Up to
Wow.
6. Yeah, so you could target pretty much anybody who would need healing at this point.
Okay, so everybody that needs healing will take some healing,
Right.
and then I
Praise
might
the
as well do the same thing. So y'all will also take some healing from me.
Oh, nice.
I like yours better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I guess those are our turns. I don't know if I have any bonus action cantrips on me.
Isn't Mass Healing Word a bonus action?
Is it?
Which means you should be able to use it. So you use a cantrip action. You can use a cantrip action.
Yeah, you can use a
Wow!
cantrip action,
Cool. None of my cantrips are really very interesting. Dorn will throw Sacred Flame at the thing.
Oh, nice. Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, that's for attacking our friends with ice. You can get some fire, buddy.
Aha.
He fails. So you can roll
Woo!
your
You take that
damage.
12 damage,
Roll your
sucker.
damage for Sacred Flame.
It was 12.
It's 12 radiant.
12 points of damage?
Yep.
Nice.
See?
You are unsure how this creature is still standing.
And then,
He is just covered in this divine flame, teetering back and forth, holding its weight on this bone staff it's holding by its side. And it points towards Dorn and all of you by the stairs. You cannot take her. I love her.
Yeah.
Indeed. I would love to cast something on this guy, but I can't. So instead, I will. I'll just cast resistance on Evelyn. Everly. I don't know what I'm calling her anymore.
Avelina? Yeah.
Evelina.
Rutabaga.
Rutabaga.
I'll cast resistance on her, so she, if she gets caught in the line of fire, she has a better chance of saving herself.
Okay, excellent. We call upon El Mater to help her resist effects.
Yeah, because I know that she's barely conscious, but like I am that, so she'd probably be at severe disadvantage. So,
Matthew, at the point that you're at my roll 20 froze, you've got your finger like up on your lip like this, and you're looking very studious on the Twitch chat.
Yeah, he looks very.
You look like
that's my touch. I'm sorry, and I know that I'm like 30 feet away from them. Can we also move?
Yeah, you can
his
move.
25 feet away.
Yeah, you can move.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So he's gonna run 25 feet up the stairs, and I'll go with him.
Okay. After saying that, at the end of your turn, he's going to spend one of his legendary actions to cast a cantrip against you, Diana. And as you're running away, all of a sudden, you see this purplish energy hand start to emerge out from the ground underneath you as it casts touch. It has a plus 10. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Oh no!
You suffer only 8 points in necrotic damage.
Good.
As the hand grabs your thigh, and you can feel your energy, your life energy, just being drained from you. Similar to that feeling you get when you cast inflict wounds on someone. It's very familiar, but now you're getting you're feeling what it actually feels like on you. And until the beginning of this creature's next turn, you cannot regain hit points.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't heal.
Interesting.
You can't heal.
Indeed. Okay.
And that's the end of that's legendary action. So that brings us to Callista's turn.
Can bite me.
Okay. Well, first, as my bonus action, I'm going to move the moonbeam a little bit and then slam it right back into him.
Nice. So that is the con save. What is the DC?
It should
15?
not be 11. It should be 15.
15? It fails.
7, 8, 9 points of radiant damage.
Go ahead and describe how you kill this, Callista.
So I would like to take some liberties here, and at the same time, I want the moonbeam to hit him from his back, and I want to ram him into the moonbeam from the front.
Excellent.
with my horns.
Yes. So
and just hold him into the radiance, and he just burns away.
That is so cool. Yes.
I cover Brock's eyes.
You cover Brock's eyes. And you just hear the screams of all three of these skeletal heads as the skulls start to crack and split as it's just burning away in this moonbeam. And then the elk, as it's charging, it just crushes into the center of him. You can see bits of plate armor go flying off in every direction, clanging into the stonework as it rolls onto the floor. Skulls and bones are just erupting everywhere as all of a sudden it just starts to peel away, kind of like a sands in the hourglass type thing. It just starts to fall away like sand. And then there's nothing.
Oh, it feels so good, Mr. Stark.
And
sorry,
there is nothing left of.
What about his rod?
The staff?
Staff.
Yeah, the staff is still there. Yeah.
Ooh, is it cool looking? Uncle Molfin, do you want this?
I wouldn't object to taking a look at it.
Okay.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about Molfin and that staff.
Wow. Well
good
done,
I
everyone.
pet the giant elk.
You guys even withstood it being beefed up a little bit. I'm impressed.
Oh, jeez.
And I feel so bad. Those of you who are watching and know the Skull Lord's stat blocks, I missed something on there. They have condition immunity that says they can't be stunned. So I screwed myself over on that part. But hey, you know what? We go with it.
We did it.
Live and learn.
Live and learn.
And then
yep.
loves.
This one never developed that immunity.
Play
This one was a flawed skull lord.
That's cool though. Good job, guys. Well done.
Yay.
Hey, I was thinking, let's go ahead and take our short break.
Take our break so we can reset.
If I can reset my roll 20 to get those rolls back and get Matthew not looking the same the entire time. So
yes.
I'll just sit like this the whole time.
Do it.
So those of you that have been hanging out with us tonight, thank you so much. We do appreciate you joining us for the season 4 launch here of Storm King's Thunder episode 60. We'll be right back in just a minute. We're going to go to a commercial break really quick and try to get all of our roll 20 issues fixed. So we'll see you guys in just a couple minutes. Thanks for sticking around.
Bye. See you soon.
Sweaty pits.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Storm King's Thunder. This is episode 60, our launch of season 4. And thanks for hanging out with us. My name is Michael, the Dungeon Master, tonight. And we've got some of our tech issues, I think, figured out. So now our Roll20, I think, is back in line. It looks like it's doing well on my Twitch stream now. We're all good. Thank you guys for tuning in. And our party just got done defeating a Skull Lord. You can see there in the corner of the Twitch overlay there. Pretty nasty three-headed undead spellcaster. And they now have Avelina, this beautiful human woman in a purple dress, red flowing curly locks. And Callista had destroyed the amulet, the purple gem. What would you guys like to do?
I congratulate Brock on his contribution.
Hey, you know what, man? Listen, I've been under a lot of pressure lately. And to just... You know what? Maybe I don't want to join the Seven Snakes.
Brock, I'm just giving you a hard time. That's what we do. That's how we're hazing you. It's okay.
Okay, well, I'm a little embarrassed. And he walks away.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
Molfin's gonna walk over, starting to pick ice from his beard.
Yeah.
But perhaps we can leave this place and find someone to sit and rest for a little while.
Agreed. Take a nap.
That was brutal.
Like take an 8-hour sleep.
We go back to the main chamber with the doors. That's probably the safest place to rest.
Well,
right.
yes, once we get there, I can cast our little dome over us, and we can.
Have we searched this area thoroughly?
Well, Ashlyn gave me a staff.
Yeah, you should search some more, Lachlan. Because I'm not good at that thing.
Oh, I'm great at attention to detail.
Good. Go look at stuff.
I'm gonna like poke around a little bit just to see if there's anything around here that we should be aware.
Lachlan, as you are poking around and looking around, I would like you to go ahead and make a roll or two for me, okay? First of all, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay, this isn't bad. This
go.
isn't a saving throw.
Yeah.
22!
Yeah!
Nice, nice. Very good, very good. I want you to go ahead.
Late trap.
Can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. What have I done? 53.
This is how many spears come out of the ground. And
Yeah.
As you're going through, you start to, as you're mowing through all these skeletal remains, you do find things of value within these remains. It's almost like this Traxel was keeping some valuable objects. You find some old paintings that look like they were done a long time ago. They look really valuable. They have these very nicely intricate designed golden plated frames around them, and they look very expensive. You find 5 of these paintings.
All right.
Each of them are depicting different things. Some of them landscapes, some look like battlefields. Just interesting things that you find on these paintings. You also find actually go ahead and roll a D4 for me.
Oh,
find 4 more 3-headed
I got a
skeletons.
4.
You got a 4. Do me a favor. I want Molfin, Diana, Callista, and Ashlyn. I want all of you to roll a D100 for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
You guys are going to help me determine what Lachlan finds.
Oh, jeez. In the meantime, I'm taking rotten melons out of the bag of holding to make room for these paintings.
Okay.
These, disgusting, withered,
like my
wet
average
melons.
grades in high school.
Wow.
All right, so we have a
Callista and I roll the same thing.
254s. Oh, wow.
And a 63, like my average grade in high school.
54, there you go. A 63 and a 19. So, Molfin, or Lachlan, you find a very large glass potion bottle underneath a few of these bones that has a red sparkling liquid inside. It looks familiar to you, but this is in a rather large container.
Nice.
Okay. You also find, let's see.
Callista, I think I owe you one of these.
You also find 2 tubes that appear to be holding some scrolls inside. Rolled up. They look very old, but they have some runes that you don't necessarily understand on the outsides of the
You're welcome,
cases.
Molfin.
Yeah, Graham. Can't read this.
I suppose I can look at that when I'm looking at the stuff when we find a place to rest.
And the last thing you find, let me double check this.
Graham, should I just try to read it and see what happens?
Yes.
No.
No. No.
You could end up insane. Well, I was going to wonder if we would know the difference, but...
I like
I chuck the tubes at him. I just like take those tubes and chuck it at him.
You do find another glass potion bottle, Lachlan. This one has it looks like a clear gelatinous liquid inside that has these little flakes of silver shards inside of it that glimmer whenever you turn the bottle back and forth.
Ooh, pretty.
And that seems to be everything that you find as you're kind of digging through.
Cool. I do want to give, because I do owe Callista a big glass potion bottle with a sparkling liquid in it, so I want to kind of...
Alright, so you're going to give the big one to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sure. I don't think I bought you one this big, but sure. Thank you.
Wait, really? I don't like digging around trying to find
I don't know how big of one I actually bought you.
I have a grater.
Does this look big? Like if he were to pull out his grater, does this look bigger?
It looks about the same size.
Now you're comparing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing.
Yeah.
Regular potion bottle, kind of like this Coca-Cola can. Yours kind of like a 2-liter bottle.
Ooh. A green east always pays his debt.
There's a
Now that you've described it that way,
Oh God!
It's time that I need to drink my healing potion.
Like chugging a Mountain Dew.
You always have to belch as a
Takes
bonus
6
action.
seconds to down that thing.
Check.
Hey, it says in the book it takes an action.
As you get higher and higher level, you just get better and better at chugging potions.
I've been drinking beer as well to forget the awful things you've seen.
Molfin double potion chug.
Edward 40 hands.
Oh, Jesus.
Dead college days.
Awesome. Oh yeah, totally. So you guys are headed back out of this area and into the chamber.
Yeah.
Where the fountain was. Is that where you guys are headed?
Looks like this.
Okay. Yes, looks like that. And you are casting your...
Well, on our way back, Molfin is going to try to pull Ashlyn to the side a little bit.
Okay, sure.
Hey, Uncle Molfin. I mean, hey, Uncle Molfin.
I wanted to speak with you for a few moments.
Okay.
This staff you handed me is rather interesting to me. It seemed when he tried to hit you with it and you managed to block it, there was a lot of dark energy sort of swirling around it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No need to be sorry, my dear. That is part of why I wanted to speak with you.
Okay.
This other item that I've come into possession of recently, the black cloth.
Oh, yeah.
It's given our last bit of a problem with that 3-headed fellow. I'm beginning to think it may be in our best interests to utilize the power that said item can provide.
Do you think it's good power or bad power?
Well, I would not be conversing with you if I was 100% comfortable with the power it provides.
You're asking my opinion on something?
Not so much. It is more I am speaking to someone I trust,
You trust
who
me?
can sort of keep an eye on things for me.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on you.
Thank you, my dear. It is greatly appreciated.
Okay. Yes.
And let's not go sharing this with everybody else quite yet.
Okay. It'll be our secret.
Thank you, my dear.
No problem, Uncle Molfin.
Molfin will sort of reach out to give her a hug.
Oh, and I hug him.
Aww.
They share a moment.
I'm sorry about Jesus.
It was not your doing.
Okay.
Once more, it was Diana's.
Excuse me?
Right. So you guys make your way. Any of you would be doing anything during this little bit of travel? It's not very far. It's just a few hundred so feet. So you guys make your way back to the main door. Are you closing it behind you or keeping it? Okay, so Ballista makes sure that the door is closed using the dagger as the key to shut the door down on itself. And you guys make your way into the fountain room where I believe Molfin is casting his tiny hut spell.
Yep.
All right. And encasing all of you in this protective hut. Now, you get to decide what it looks like. Are you going to change its look?
So it's basically just having it the standard dome, but having it completely sort of like the same sort of stone gray, just sort of match the surrounding image from the outside.
Excellent. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. So
And inside, get a little fire going and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
How many do we have with us? We have 6.
We have 9.
We do have 9. Exactly 9. Okay.
Exactly 9. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Perfect.
It's what do you plan on burning to do to start a fire?
Oh, let's see what I've gotten here. Lord knows I got a little bit of everything.
If you wanted to, you could go back into that chamber that you just came from, and you could take some of the dead trees that you had in there if you really wanted to have. There really isn't anything in this area, this vicinity, that you could use for firewood or anything like that.
So Molfin's got little bits of like parchment and papers and
Okay.
suit of traveler's clothes, because why not? Don't know why I have a suit of traveler's clothes, but hey.
I will help maintain it with my druid craft produced flame.
Okay.
Do you want my book on face spider venom?
Please, dear Ashlyn, never ask me to burn a book.
I will keep and cherish this book on face spider venom.
Books are not meant to be burned.
Okay. So you're
God, now
just
I have to read it, don't I?
grabbing random things and just trying to burn them up just to create some heat. And you guys are taking your rest. Does anybody want to? Are you guys just kind of relaxing, going to sleep? Does anybody want to do any watches? What would you guys like to do for your rest?
I'm trying to recover.
Okay.
I'm so frozen.
I say we put Ashlyn to bed first.
Okay.
And the rest of us could take turns taking watch.
Okay.
Is this a long rest or a short rest?
Long rest.
long
It
rest.
should be a
Long
long
rest.
rest.
Yeah.
Thank God. I have a question about my hit points.
Yes.
Did the thing that we drank, did it I had 50 hit points and it said that it lowered them by 9, so I'm at 41. Would those restore with a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
At the long rest, your hit point maximum will be returned to normal. The only
Okay.
thing that doesn't go away is if you had any exhaustion, you get 1 point taken away, but the others remain. Each long rest
Okay.
only takes 1 point of exhaustion away.
Like, I still have 1 level of exhaustion, so I shouldn't be doing any ability check.
And Lachlan, since it's a long rest, you don't.
Oh, it's a long rest we're doing.
You don't really
Oh,
have
okay.
to spend your hit dice. You can just keep them full.
I actually get some hit dice back then.
Yeah, you get some back.
Do you remember how many levels of exhaustion did I have? Was it 3 initially?
I thought it was 3 for you, Molfin.
Okay. That means I have 2 left.
Okay. So you guys are just resting up. Anybody who wants to make a perception check, who wants to watch, you guys can roll perception checks. Keep a lookout during the
Yep.
stay. Okay.
I'd be kind of
Molfin's-
smelling that funny potion, dipping my finger in it, trying to get a sense of it.
Oh, that should not be persuasion. What?
The like gelatinous potion, is that what you're testing
Yeah,
out?
yeah, with the flakes of silver.
Oh, that's Anastasia's. My bad.
It tastes like steel.
Get my nutrients.
During Molfin's watch, he's going to be identifying the staff and the scrolls,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and then attuning to an item.
Okay. Perfect. Lachlan, as you're kind of tasting this, and a long rest kind of reveals what the object is, you discover that you have what's called it's an oil of sharpness.
Oil of sharp.
The oil can coat one slashing or piercing weapon, or up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition. Applying the oil takes 1 minute, and for 1 hour, these coated items are considered magical and have a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
This is incredible. Wow.
So it basically turns either 5 pieces of ammunition or 1, piercing, or like 1 sword or something. It turns it into a +3 magical weapon for an hour.
That's awesome for you.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna need these.
Molfin, you discover that yours are, as you're looking at these scrolls, you have I found you. There you are.
I never left.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let me see where Captain. Can you roll me 2 d20s? Just roll like a d20, then roll a d20 again.
Okay. Number 1.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2.
9 and a 13.
All right. Your first spell scroll that you find is actually a scroll of prismatic spray.
Okay.
And the other one is a scroll of simulacrum.
For fuck. When it becomes canon before it becomes canon.
For fun.
Excuse me, I need a.
These, Molfin, you know, are
really
pretty powerful spells that you got from these spell tubes.
I'm so angry right now.
Yeah.
I'm so angry. I should not have rolled a 54. I did this. I'm so mad.
I don't get the context here.
I used some random tables to determine the treasure, and your rolls basically based on what the treasure was. So yeah, Christy was probably to blame for this.
Matthew knows
MG,
why.
MG, are you familiar with what does?
It looks like it makes a clone.
It's a clone of you with all
of your abilities, all of your spells. You pretty much have two wizards at whatever level. It's a high freaking level spell.
It's a high level spell. It is.
That's pretty awesome.
And he did this during the one shot, and because the one shot started with him creating the simulacrum as I was protecting him from getting attacked.
Oh, okay.
We just made that one shot canon!
It works. It works.
Jesus,
Molfin ever goes rogue. We need
so
to
mad.
get him in his sleep before he can get to the rest of us.
Can I look at the paintings?
Ew, you need like
yeah.
a part.
Well,
I'm proficient in painting.
I would
Oh,
totally.
I
Yeah.
failed. Never mind. I failed in painting supplies.
it's
You know that painting, the one of like Jesus that got all like messed up.
You know, in the movie, what is it? Oh my god, the ending of the Mr. Bean movie.
Johnny English.
No, the ending of the Mr. Bean movie where he really messes up the painting. It's so funny. I'm gonna put it in the Discord.
Molfin, as you're taking a look at the staff too, right?
Yep.
This staff is just has a ton of dark energy about it. It is actually, when you get done, it's a +1 quarterstaff. But on a successful hit, you can expend a charge, which it has 6 charges. You can expend a charge to deal an additional 4d6 necrotic damage to a target. Like a smite.
Should not have given this to you. Well, you're not going to hit anything with it. I should have kept it. Unless things get close to you. How close are you going to get things with it?
You never know.
I don't know.
Ashlyn, these paintings that Lachlan lets you see, they look so old that you're not even really sure of the people in them. You don't know the subject matter. You don't even know what the paint was made of to even paint these. It seems just odd. Like, these materials are just so old. You just don't really have much experience with it.
They're either fishing or that's a nutcracker. I'm not really sure, but something's going on there. I like the contrapposto, though.
Yeah,
the chiaroscuro was really speaking to me.
You can tell they'd be really valuable. They'd be they'd be great. Like Clarion would probably love to hang these up in his.
Clarion should pay us for them to hang them up.
He might be willing if he wasn't a statue currently, right?
Well, we can fix
Give it
that.
time. Give it time.
And take
Yeah, we gotta.
All right. So honestly, even with your perception checks, cold, dark, nothing seems to be happening here. The water is trickling down this cake-like fountain, and you just hear this dripping of the water the whole time you guys take your long rest. And Molfin, are you attuning to your object?
Yep.
Okay.
Oi.
Molfin's specifically gonna tell people he'll take the last watch.
Okay. So, Molfin, as you are on the last watch, holding this thing, you can see that this shroud actually covers your head. And taking one deep breath, you take the shroud and you start to place it over top of your head. And you pull it down, and like I was describing to you before we went online tonight, it looks kind of like a ninja's mask. It basically wraps the entire part of your head. Your beard is completely covered underneath. And as you get it pulled completely down over your shoulders, that's when you start to feel the pain. It feels like the threads of this object are weaving into the cells of your skin and wrapping itself around your flesh. And it is attaching itself to you. And it is one of the most painful things that you have ever felt in your many, many years. Even more painful than the cone of cold you just took. As this thing, you can feel the threads of this fabric weaving into your flesh. And it burns. And then you...
And Molfin blacks out.
Molfin blacks out.
Oh no.
We're gonna have to kill him.
No.
Let me do the honors.
No.
That's my job, just for you, for reference.
Eventually,
You
one
guys-
day.
No, I'm keeping an eye on him, guys.
You guys all awaken, and you see there are two unconscious people still resting. Avelina and Molfin, who seems to have this funeral shroud over his face, completely black, and it drapes down over his shoulders and just hangs just a little bit off of his shoulders.
I run up to him immediately.
I'm there too. Gramps!
Are you okay?
I will also go over to Molfin.
Molfin,
Tap tap.
Uncle Molfin?
you awaken to the rest of your party around you.
That was slightly more... hell of a lot more painful than anticipated.
What did you do?
He did that thing. I'm keeping an eye on him. Don't worry.
What?
He's fine.
What? For what? What?
It's an arcane object I came into possession of.
You and arcane objects is never a good match.
What does it do, Molfin?
Do you feel okay?
Yes, it was rather painful to attune with. Callista is a wonderful little thing. People attempting to use mental abilities to injure me will I am less susceptible to it.
Well, that's good.
And
I will regain vitality taken from me in small amounts every few moments.
Also good.
It also gives me the ability to cast a number of spells I did not have access to.
Also good.
But
Yeah, what's the catch?
As Molfin sort of looks down at the ground and you see the campfire is completely out.
Stop dropping.
Non-magical fires will no longer burn near me.
Oh, well that's annoying. But that's fine.
that's it.
I was gonna say, that doesn't really seem...
Yes. Well,
Do I believe that that's the only catch to this thing?
Make an insight check.
Gladly.
Also, like.
oh wait, I haven't rolled my portents for the day because I just rolled up, so never mind that.
Let's see. They both think you're withholding some information from them, Molfin.
There's always something else, isn't there?
It's a part of me now. It cannot be removed.
Is it
Ever?
Is it?
Removal is fatal.
Your wife's gonna kill you.
Oh no! You didn't tell me that part.
Your wife's gonna kill you. I love it.
And you said that was a brilliant idea. Oh, I'm Molfin. I'm just gonna put a thing over my head, and it's gonna make me just like a whole black shroud thing, and I'm just gonna never have a face ever again in my life. How will we know what you look like?
It was such a handsome face.
You don't have a face anymore.
You'd make a really good ninja. Do you want to learn some monk stuff? Silver lining to every cloud.
Ashlyn, the silver lining is with the arcane abilities this gives us access to open up other options.
Okay.
I have another question. On a scale of this thing is harmless to this thing could possess you, where are we at?
Like, is this worse than what we're solving right now?
Exactly. Is this going to do something that in the long run is going to make a bigger problem for us? Like, did you think this through?
At all?
Not really
I
what
think
you do.
every action through, Diana.
Really?
Yes. Everything is going to plan.
Oh, don't.
Well, someone's plan. Maybe not our plan. To be fair. Someone has a plan.
Molfin.
Diana, do I see myself, besides, obviously, the covering on my face? Am I acting in any way outside of normal?
I'm gonna miss your beard.
Normal.
You're normal, I suppose. Other people's
case.
normal.
I would
Do you
not
remember-
act as someone else. I would only act as myself.
Brock
Unless
looks over at all you and he's like, well, he does look kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'll deny that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Callista still seems very angry, which means that it's wrong.
Callista has been very quiet, and Callista being quiet is like your mother being quiet.
Yeah, you know something's getting torn up when you get home, right? It's like, oh man.
Exactly. When your mom is quiet on the car ride home, you know you about to get your ass whooped with that bell, okay?
Molfin just sort of looks at Ashlyn. Ashlyn, when is Callista not angry at some choice I've made?
Okay.
We will table this for now.
You will
As
see
seems
this
to be the case with a bunch of shit with you guys lately. So we have a bigger problem to deal with. I will deal with the rest of you when we are out of this mess. But for now, we have shit to do.
Anastasia's cast calm emotions on Callista.
Dad comes into the room. Come on, honey. Not now. Come on.
I can't breathe.
It's hard to like keep an angry face when you guys keep doing this shit to me.
It's almost like expected now.
Oh, god damn it.
All right, so eventually Avelina comes to.
are you?
Who are you?
We're your new friends.
We're from the future.
No.
Where-
Jesus, Callista, take the lead.
I'm Ashlyn, and we're your new friends. And we Traxel, we kind of got rid of him for you, so that's a plus.
Who's Traxel?
Evelina, that's your name, right?
Yes, it is. Avelina. Where's my family?
What's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember. Well, I was visiting with the king, and the queen.
You have 3 heads?
No, the king.
Okay.
The king is very handsome. Well, that's beside the point. Well, I was visiting, and the queen had a gift for me that she had given. This beautiful amulet that she had made with a beautiful gem inside.
Like this one? And I gesture to my armor that has my gem and bead in it.
She looks, kind of like reaches out towards. Yeah, it looked like that. Just it was. I believe it. I believe they called it an amethyst gem. It was a
Can I take out the dust from what I shattered and kind of show her the color?
Yeah, it looks faded because it's torn up in a bunch of pieces. Like, it looks a little bit more white than purple, but it has that little lavender hint to it. Did you break my... You broke my amulet?
We had to.
That is
Dang.
scary right there. That is scary. It's like, she looks at both Diana and Callista as they say that at the exact same time. And then it's like,
Hey.
ooh, you guys spend a lot of time together, don't you?
We do. She up on me far too much for my comfort.
That was a gift.
Well, the queen is actually not nice, it turns out. And you've been under curse for 200 years and you don't know anyone, so hi!
Surprise!
That wasn't how we were gonna say it, but we didn't really game plan before, so I guess yeah.
What of my family? Are they okay?
We don't know where they are.
I'm sure they're fine.
It has you.
After all, it's only been, 200 years?
You were alive then, Uncle Molfin.
Yes, but I am a gnome.
That's nice.
What's Avelina? Is she an elf or is she a human?
She's human.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Ooh, her family's dead.
Yeah. Want to meet your great.
If she was an elf, oh, you've got another 1,000 years, sweetheart. Nah, she's human. They dead.
You see her start.
Wow.
She looks very confused, like she's struggling wrapping her head around all this. And the king said he loved me.
Avelina, if I could clear some things up, just as concisely as I can. There is a creature that has been feeding on these souls of young women, mostly related to their hearts, to how they love. And it's been taking our souls and trapping them in gems. What we're trying to do right now is find the gems, destroy the gems, and destroy this creature. And the king that loved you is just like the man who loved me that gave me my gem. They were liars and agents of this creature, trapping our souls.
Did he kiss you?
Yeah, he did.
Me too.
That's the method to complete the contract.
The king kissed you too, Diana.
Not the king. Another one. Another agent that I believe each generation changes. She picks a new one.
She just laughs a little bit. This is crazy. Are you?
Yeah.
So my family is gone?
I'm afraid so.
We don't know, right?
See,
your great-grandchildren, if you have any, or your...
This was all part of the deal. This was... I'd become one of the king's mistresses, the king's other wives. And...
Humans.
For exchange for my family's loyalty.
I'm assuming this had something to do with the politics of your era that I don't know, that we don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. New era, new king.
Do you know any of the other women's names?
Yeah, you gotta think about it. Like, when she was frozen as a, like, stone solid, like, that's basically the last, that's all she remembers.
Oh.
So that's her way of life. So now it's like, boom, here you are in a completely different time.
Was it hundreds or thousands of years ago?
Politics anymore. Woohoo! Independent. We've had movements since then. Rights, women's rights, and all that.
But the queen, she seemed to... She accepted the fact that the king had all these other wives. She was the one that was granting us the gems.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, those would be her soul gems.
Do you remember the other women that also got gems?
You can see that she is struggling to find some of their names, but she does call out the names Umi. And what was the second name on that list, Ashlyn?
Oriel.
And Oriel, she remembers those two. She does recognize there was another, but it doesn't... She must not have spent much time with that particular person and was not too familiar with that one.
Okay,
well, perhaps we should go deal with one of those two.
Exactly my thought.
Should we leave her here with Brock? Maybe.
That depends. Can she fight?
She doesn't.
Can Brock fight?
Just inspecting her, Diana, just giving her a once over. You don't think she's a combatant. You don't think she has. She looks like a very young princessy type. She doesn't look like she is a fighter.
Delicate flower.
Yes.
Pure-hearted, easily taken advantage of. We've been there.
Molfin hearing this is just going to sort of walk over the corner, take out his bag.
Dorn looks at you, Molfin, and he's like, "You're wearing that item."
Yes. So that what can be done, well, what must be done can be done.
Hope you know what you're doing.
The spells and abilities this gives are required to see this through to the end.
He kind of just sighs and then looks towards Diana. Just kind of looks at all of you, kind of waiting on the direction of what you guys want to do next.
Molfin disappears into the corner for a couple of minutes to take care of his daily.
He's getting his portents ready for the day.
I'd like to go to Dorn. I want to go to Dorn and ask him, I suppose, if you would come over here into a corner. It's a little bit more secluded.
he goes to you guys go to the opposite corner where Molfin is getting his things ready.
We're just kind of whispering and looking at him sometimes. Like, what do you think?
It's like,
is he cute?
It's like the group talking about you across the lunchroom.
Dorn, what? You seem to know more about that thing that he's wearing than I do. And I want to know how truly evil it is, and if I should be concerned, and if I have a duty or an obligation to not, just, strongly urge that it stop.
Oh, I don't know much about it, but I do know a little story behind it. And if it does happen to be what I think it is.
The Shroud?
Shroud. Well, you see, there used to be this dragonborn wizard. I can't really remember his name. But he was tasked to find this artifact under the city of Waterdeep. Unfortunately, he decided that he was going to try to utilize its powers. Well, in the process, it drove him completely mad, and he tried to raise the 9 wraiths under the city. We were able to, the history tells us that we were able to stop him, recover the Shroud, and since then it's been in the Arcane Brotherhood, being guarded by the wizards there.
And then given to a lich, apparently, so great job on them.
Yes, apparently. The other interesting person that was working with Cruella must have exchanged the item for her services.
So, do you believe that turning people mad is a character trait of this item? That it's going to, certainly? Or could willpower overcome it?
I don't know for certain,
Friendship.
but I really think that we should all keep an eye on him. Just in case.
Okay. I mean... He said that it was necessary for his endgame regarding this.
That's what I heard. I don't know. But
I just don't want
I've
to
only been around the old man for a short period of time, and I think he is a little mad at times.
Well, he didn't used to be, but then again, none of us are how we used to be, myself included, so.
It seems that this kind of adventuring deal can change a person.
I think it's all led us down very dark paths. Thank you, Dorn.
You're welcome.
And I'll return to the party, and I'll eventually let Callista know these things one way or another. We'll find the time.
Yes. All right. So you guys have all done your little things during this little break, unless anybody else wanted to do something else.
It looks like Molfin has a tiny hat on because it's his light, but it looks like a tiny hat.
Oh, it looks like a tiny hat.
That's the Shroud.
That's the Shroud, yeah.
There you go.
He's gonna kill me on Monday. That's so funny.
Tiny hat.
Yeah, Solana's gonna die.
There you go.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. The Shroud.
Yes, you are now wearing the Shroud, Matthew. In real life, you're wearing the Shroud. Oh, we are having a good time tonight, folks.
Yep.
Oh, my makeup keeps wearing.
Alright, so
Next door.
what would you like to
I
do,
would like to
guys?
go to
Which
Umi's door.
Umi's door?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys approach the door, and Callista, you can see that key area is in the right side of this chamber. Looks like it needs the dagger to be able to open.
I do so.
Okay, and this stone door lifts slowly. About 20 feet high, it rises. And it opens up into what looks to be a vast jungle landscape, complete with thick palm leaves and branches everywhere, and a dirt trail that leads inside. It's very warm and humid in this chamber. Almost like a complete 180 from the feeling that it was in the rocky area of the dungeon.
I cast Locate Object
Okay.
when we're inside this area.
Brock and Avelina staying behind, or are they going? I don't know.
How does Brock feel about that?
Brock looks at you and goes, I think I'll be perfectly okay with that, to be honest. Yes. I think
you do your duty.
I think I will stay here.
Okay.
I can handle this job. This is nothing.
Yeah, 'cause you don't have to shoot anything here.
He just points.
Kidding.
He just points at you, Lachlan, and gives you this dirty look.
Hang on. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So before I leave him alone, I'm going to hand Brock a flask of potion,
Okay.
and it's the potion of heroism if he needs it.
Oh, he grabs it. And he's like, so I drink this.
Only if you need to.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 hour, but during an emergency, if you need to get a little bit more constitution and keep her safe, drink it.
Oh, piece of cake. I can handle that. Puts it in his cloak shirt there, and seems to be relatively confident in himself.
Okay. And I will go in.
He goes, hey, Callista.
Yeah.
There's something else in there. Will you break its nose for me?
Gladly.
And he smiles and laughs and chuckles a little bit and walks back to Avelina. And you guys, I'm assuming, are all heading into this jungle landscape.
Yep.
Okay. After traveling a little while and locating the object, Callista, basically you're just getting a ping from basically straight ahead. It seems like you have.
Stealth.
You're gonna stealth. Okay.
I'm gonna stealth.
Sure. Go
Anyone else gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be helping the scout beat.
Okay.
I will not stealth.
Oh,
I
wow.
will pass. I
This happens
Wow.
again with Ashley and
Clank,
Diana.
clank, clank,
will
clank.
pass. Blink, 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 blink.
Molfin.
What's the thing you guys posted?
Wow, both me and Anastasia got a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys seem to be doing well. Unfortunately for you guys, that it looks like 3 of the party are being extremely loud and clanking through the jungle. Some of the branches of the palms are snapping and breaking. Diana's armor is extremely loud. Luckily for you, there's a lot of jungly sounds. There's a lot of animals and some things that you hear off in the distance. Eventually, you come to what looks to be the base of a mountain. It climbs up a little ways, and a little ways up, you can see that there is a cave mouth, a rather large cave mouth in the mountain. And Callista, your locate object is pinging you inside that cave mouth.
Of course it is.
Okay.
And
Can I how far up is it?
probably about 200 feet up.
Oh, never mind.
It doesn't
Parkour
look
up there.
super steep. Like it'd be a fairly easy climb for all of you. You wouldn't really have to make a check or anything to climb up it. It seems like there's enough handholds, and it's not very steep. Like it's not like a super steep cliff or anything like that. And you guys easily make your way up to the cave mouth, where you have there's a scent of, I don't know, it's an awkward scent of maybe even the combination of sulfur and rot and decay coming from the cave. And those of you with dark vision can see that it just kind of starts to fade down a little bit. And you can see a little bit outside your dark vision that it opens up into what looks like a wet chamber down into the bottom of the cave area.
Fun.
Okay.
Reminiscent of those sewers at all?
A little bit, but this is, I don't know, is not really the same smell.
Okay.
It's definitely not sewage per se, but it's just a bad smell. I mean, it's gross. It smells like when you go visit the zoo. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, it's just that
like the Griffin stable.
Yeah, the Griffin stable smell. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Well, we can go in.
Okay, so as you guys
and let them know that we're there.
Yeah.
You guys are heading down. So you guys
the only way.
Head down for a little while. The chamber kind of turns to the right a little bit as it opens up into this very large chamber. And this is interesting, the way this is set up. There are actually palm trees inside this humongous chamber inside this mountain. There are holes, cave holes, like in other areas of the mountain. Like this mountain is hollow inside. And there are these holes that seep sunlight down through, like these beaming sunlights coming through in different directions. It kind of looks like, you know, if there was like a hive of some sort that was all holed out and has all these lights kind of shining down through. And in the middle, there seems to be this pool of this nasty standing water that kind of covers the base as you guys walk down, and it opens up into this chamber.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Anybody who would like to, you guys can all make perception checks for me if you're scoping it out and looking around.
The natural 20.
Whoa,
yeah, nice.
Look at that.
Woohoo! Get it rolling.
Wow.
Cool. Fantastic.
I don't know what's going on.
Ashlyn and Callista, as you guys are doing a scan of the area, you can see that one of these beams of sunlight is beaming down towards the center of the pool of still water. There seems to be a little part of what looks like to be like an island almost on the middle of this large lake under the mountain. And as this light is beaming down, you can see what looks to be a statue. It's very small from the distance, but you can see it looks like a humanoid figure with one arm kind of near its chest.
Oh, right. I should have done mine at advantage because that was a nat 1, but I should have had advantage.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Oh,
okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. You got it. I was looking at your stealth check. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay.
Also, Lachlan, with your nat 20, this is what you notice. They instantly pinpoint the sculpture. You notice that sculpture is just tilted a little bit to the side. It's lying in a vast pile of what looks to be gold and platinum pieces, with bejeweled things, like scepters with jewels, crowns with jewels, all pieced into this what looks to be pile of treasure.
I don't care how scary this place looks, I'm gonna start booking it.
Lachlan starts running towards the edge of the water.
Can I attempt to stop him?
You may. You're gonna do an athletics? Are you gonna contest this, Lachlan?
No, I'm doing a thorn whip.
That's what we mean.
Is that against my armor?
That's against your armor class, so I do believe a 21 is going to hit you. And how much?
Well, it pulls him 10 feet closer. I'm not going to do damage if you don't want me to, but I just want to pull him 10 feet closer to me.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sure, I will. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
Right around the
1 point of piercing damage. As all of a sudden, as you go to take off, Lachlan, this vine, a thorny vine, wraps around your foot, and you slam onto the ground really hard, and it pulls you back 10 feet towards Callista.
Lachlan!
Yeah!
Exercise patience.
Did you see?
Take a deep breath. I know. We will get it, but take a deep breath. We don't want to rush into it. Take a deep breath.
Wait. Do I have to take orders from Lachlan because I'm a thing now?
I don't think
what?
you're on duty unless all the snakes are together.
Okay. Gotcha.
We will get you that gold and platinum. Just take a breath.
Use a bag of holding to like
No.
breathe.
So good.
Oh, jeez.
Molfin's gonna look at the group. Are we thinking there's something in the water?
Could be. It seems a little too easy.
If you'd
Cast
like, I
water.
can go take a look in the water and see what I can find.
Does it feel like the ping's coming from the water?
The ping is coming from the island where that sculpture is.
Okay.
Oh, the amulet. That
Where all the treasure is.
Do
Alright,
we
let's-
have any, Callista, do you have any abilities that might form, like, earthen structures or structures that we can move? Like, could we, like, you know how, like, you push up the earth like you do? Could we push up the earth in certain spots and, like, kind of make, like, a little inch?
Possibly.
Oh, I can water walk. No.
I could go
yes.
invisible and just
I
start
have
filling my
water walk as
pockets.
well.
How
I didn't
Why
prepare
is
it
it-
because I'm stupid, but
how wide is the
I
moat
forgot
to
to
the
prepare my
island?
How
spells.
wide is the water?
Yeah, the moat to the island.
It's enormous. Like, it looks like there is a lake under a mountain. Like, it's huge. And it's super dark, murky water. It looks like it's been still for a long time. It looks like it has this, like, yellowish foam all around it in areas. Looks pretty nasty.
All right. Can I go up to the side of it and like look for a rock to throw in the water?
Sure.
Ashlyn, don't get too close. We don't know what's in there.
I'm really fast, Uncle Molfin. I'm gonna throw a rock in there
Okay. Do you
and then run away.
Okay.
Are there any pillars I could use to get up in the ceiling?
There are trees. But they don't get as high as the ceiling. I mean, this is a vast, like, imagine a mountain that you can go inside, and it's completely hollow inside. That's basically where you are. And there's the light is actually, and the light in the water being is allowing vegetation to grow inside this thing. It's like a jungle under the mountain.
Before I drop concentration, you said that the ping is coming from the statue, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to conjure my pixies
Okay.
and cast fly on all of us.
All right.
Mind you there.
So all of you feel really light on your feet. And Ashlyn,
Whee!
after you had thrown the rock into the water and it splashed, you guys see that area start to bubble.
Oh.
And it starts to bubble more rapidly.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And all
Good
of a
thing we're flying.
And all of a sudden,
Can I prepare a fireball?
you can. You see a massive head pop out of the water. It looks green and scaly. And it has a massive, like, fin that protrudes out of the back of its head. It goes down its neck. And then you see this bright yellow eye that has a single slit down it. As it starts to peer around the room. And you can start to see some shoulders appear.
Fireball!
Oh no.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
It looks
I was
Sure we
gonna
wanna
it looks a
attack it?
lot
What is
like
that? You know what?
it,
Fireball!
Ashlyn, it
Are we
looks
sure
like
we want to attack
a
this?
very big green dragon
Oh.
as it's starting to emerge out of the water where you threw the rock. And
Fireball!
Diana casts
Really?
Fireball.
Really?
Hell yeah! Listen,
All right.
I'm gonna insight to see if that thing might be good or bad, but you know, it kind of seemed really bad, so I wanted to do a Molfin and throw a fireball.
So all of a sudden,
I run the
I would
other
like to point
way.
out, Molfin has never blatantly just murdered a group of people with a fireball.
Listen, okay, it's a dragon. If I had faith in its sentience and it's not working for a lich, then we would discuss with it. But I'm wary now.
so before you guys got a chance to do anything, all of a sudden this little baseball-size fire just leaves Diana's fingertips. Like it's kind of like somebody just shot a flare. And as it gets closer, yeah, Lachlan slow motion. No! As this flare goes towards the dragon's head, I'm gonna make a dexterity saving throw for the dragon.
Maybe I'm gonna regret this. Maybe I was supposed to ask this or something.
When Diana does this, can Molfin cast a quick spell?
Oh no.
Are you gonna try to counter spell her fireball?
No, not at all.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and resolve this. This would have happened so fast,
Okay.
you guys probably wouldn't have had any idea what was going on because she was just like fireball and fired it off.
She just yelps a little bit. She's like, ah!
Unfortunately for you, Diana, the dragon did roll a natural 20 on its save, but it will take half that damage.
You know what?
As
A 32 would have been so great.
as the
Still is, it still
fireball
takes 16.
comes into contact with this dragon, you see all of a sudden its head just turns to your direction, Diana, and it says,
Hi.
"How dare you threaten me, minuscule little peasant?"
You were threatening me.
I don't know her.
Welcome to the domain of the welter of flesh. I will start with you. And he points to Diana. And you see his massive, massive
I get them to cast polymorph on the dragon.
Okay. Before they do that, I want everybody to roll initiative, please, as the dragon is now aware of all of your presence.
Oh. Roll as high as I can.
Oh my god. Diana.
Diana.
0? She doesn't get to go.
Lachlan.
I'm the most useless person in this party.
Okay, so it looks like Ashlyn rocking a 24. You can go ahead and roll for Dorn as well, Diana.
Oh, do I?
Anna got 14, I got 11.
14 and 11.
Anna.
Okay.
Where is his initiative? Where are you at, Bo? Boo. Buddy. Cow guy.
I think if you
I don't
just,
know where to roll
I think there's a
initiative.
little like, if
Dice next
it's
to
a
his
little
name.
dice next to his name or on the right side of the character sheet. It says NIT or something like that, or NIT.
INT.
INT. You see it?
Oh no, I don't know what I just did. Oh no, what did I just do?
I don't know.
Oh, I have done something very wrong. I don't know.
You probably clicked the gear.
Now everything's frozen and I'm stuck with just a thing.
Click the gear again.
No, it's
It's
frozen.
frozen.
Oh.
Frozen. Alright, we'll just, I can roll for Dorn.
I hecked up.
I rolled an 11. I think he has does he have a dexterity bonus at all?
I wouldn't ask me because I don't know. I can't see his page. Oh, I got it working.
That's working?
Yes, dexterity. His dexterity is a plus 0.
So he rolls an 11.
Oh, there it is.
So it goes on the same time as me.
I found her.
We'll take the 11.
Yes.
He goes at the same time as Callista goes. So Callista and Dorn share a turn.
Should I put the pixies on a different initiative or keep them on mine?
Go ahead and roll initiative for them. Just make sure they'll be all grouped together. So we've got 11. I'll wait till you roll your pixies before I finish this up. It looks like we've got a 7, then a 6, then a 0. Wow, we
need a 0.
Diana, who had the 6? That was Lachlan.
Yep.
2 nat 1s on initiative.
Huh.
Pixies have a 22.
Oh my goodness. Pixie's got a 22.
Yes, pixies.
They're
yes.
fast.
Saving grace.
I don't know what to do.
Since
Oh, Anastasia's had the 14, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So at the top of the round, Ashlyn, you're actually first to go.
I know, I don't know what to do.
You're still standing really far away from the dragon. He hasn't come to you, and he's like coming out of the middle of this lake. So there is still a lot of distance. I would probably say about 150 feet before you guys even can get into melee range.
Well, that's fine.
Well, hold on a second. Fireball, yeah, 150. So yeah, the fireball would have just barely been in enough range to hit the dragon.
This was not the smartest thing I've ever done.
All right, I'm gonna
Suddenly, Molfin putting the shroud on seems like a really good idea.
Like I said, I've got to table all these conversations for all of you later.
There's not going to be a later.
Callista all of a sudden has a new list.
Yeah. Why do I have two lists? This is ridiculous.
Everything she's coming back to after this.
I'm just gonna run the dash.
Okay.
And I'll be 100 feet close, so.
Okay. About after traveling 50 feet, you get to the edge of the water.
Okay. Can I fly over it then?
Oh yeah, you can fly. Yeah, you buzzing right over top of it, kind of like, I don't know. You can see the water, like, flying up behind you as you're flying. And you can travel how many feet?
50 feet.
Okay, so you are about 50 feet away from this dragon who is coming out of the water now.
Yes.
Cool. Is that end your turn?
I'm gonna say, hi, sorry to disturb you. Sorry.
You can see, like, burn marks on the top of the dragon's head from where the fireball completely
the water
engulfed
should
it.
help with that. Go underwater. It should help with the burn.
It's the pixie's turn.
Okay.
Aggressive negotiations.
General Kenobi.
Can I get two? Sorry, just checking the save on this. Oh, yeah, it's probably not going to work. But I will get 2 wisdom saves from him, please.
Okay, 2 wisdom saving throws. Here they go. Number 1. Is it 25?
Oh, yeah.
Cocked. 13.
Oh, just saves.
Just saves? Okay.
Okay.
As it looks like, are the pixies invisible or are they just like flying around you right now?
They're all going invisible now.
Okay. So they were flying around. You can see some of them were casting some spells in the direction of the dragon, and now they all just go and just go invisible.
Yep. And they scatter.
Scatter. Got you.
Mm-hmm. They are not staying in close proximity to each other.
All right. It's the dragon's turn.
Hi.
Well, actually, you know what? Before that happens, something else triggers.
Oh no. Lachlan. Wait, can we call this a Diana? This thing was just going to go out to, oh, you're going to take this stupid statue away from my house. Yeah, do it, please.
All of a sudden, this strange green billowing fog starts to rise from the water, surrounding Ashlyn as she is flying over top of the water. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me, Ashlyn.
I am wise. Good.
What did I do?
Oh, no.
So as this fog starts to surround you, Ashlyn, as you're headed towards it, you start to breathe this fog in, and for some reason, you don't really have any incentive to harm the dragon. You think that the dragon might be friendly to you.
Okay.
Ashland, normal Ashland.
Nothing has changed.
That's
And then you watch as the dragon just starts to fly upwards. These massive wings, and as it leaves the water, you can see this thing is a lot bigger than you originally expected.
Wow, you look so cool, doesn't he, guys?
Probably, I would say not as big as the blue dragon that fought Harshnag.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. I hate dragons.
But right now, this one's your friend, Ashley.
Okay, this one's my friend now. I hate blue dragons. This one's okay.
Flies. It begins
Guys,
to
this
fly
one's
up,
okay.
and it can fly 80 feet. So it flies 80 feet into the air, going towards Diana, in Diana's direction.
Okay.
And
Hey, bud.
let's see. You are 150 feet away from it. 80.
Yeah. How close does he get to me?
You are just within its range.
Like 30 feet is how near
No,
he is?
you know what? You are
Or-
just out of range. After flying
Oh wow,
80
good for
feet,
me.
You're just out of range. So what it's gonna do is...
Oh, wait.
I need the rest of you, everybody else, I need you guys, except for Ashlyn, she doesn't have to do this. You guys need to make a wisdom saving throw for me, as all of a sudden this dragon starts to roar as loud as it can, echoing inside the cave.
Including Diana?
Including Diana, everyone except Ashlyn.
I got a
He's
20.
just saying I love you in dragon.
So that's Dorn's, and then I'm gonna roll mine.
Okay,
That's
that's Dorn's. Oh, nice. If you rolled a 16 or higher, you are okay.
Yes.
If you rolled under that, all of a sudden you are extremely fearful of this magical creature. Anybody who failed the save is now magically frightened from the dragon. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns, ending the effect on a success, as you guys are affected by the frightful presence of this creature. That ends its turn. That brings us to Anastasius.
I think you're muted, Christy.
Yeah, I think you might be muted. There you
He's scared.
go. He's
So
scared.
how far? He's scared.
He's scared.
He's scared. How far away from him is it?
The dragon is still about 70 feet away. Looks like he's flying. He's got his eyes on Diana, who torched him just a few seconds ago.
70, right?
Yes, 70 feet. And
Okay,
Ashlyn,
so
this
he's-
dragon just flew right over top of you.
He's going to attempt to hypnotic pattern.
Okay. You guys watch as all of these kind of aurora borealis looking colors start to move around the dragon. And it must make a wisdom saving throw. That is a 24.
Yeah, it passes.
All right. So it seems to just shake off any effects, ignoring these colors as it has its eyes set on Diana.
Do I have to make a wisdom saving throw too? Or...
He's
Actually,
going to inspire Diana.
Yay!
Seeing the threat is imminent, Anastasius inspires Diana. Would Ashlyn need to make the save? It's a 30-foot cube. I think he would probably place it, since you guys are flying, he would place it up higher so it wouldn't affect you.
Okay, good.
I
I
don't.
think I can't be charmed anyway.
I don't-
Or something like that.
You can't. If you can't be. You can't be charmed.
I don't know, man. Oh, what does that mean? I can't.
You can't be slept, I think.
You have advantage on saving throws for charmed.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to, that's a charming effect that you're under. So if you want to go ahead and roll again and see if you roll higher,
Oh.
since you're an elf,
Okay.
you do get that advantage, and see if that happens.
Okay.
You would actually have made the save, yes. So you don't think the dragon's your friend. You actually think he's a meanie.
Oh. Well, I don't like you anymore.
Took her about 2.5 seconds to realize that.
It took a minute. All right, cool. That brings us to... Well, is Anastasia's going to move?
He's probably going to move down towards the ground.
Towards the ground. Excellent. Cool.
Since he's scared.
And Callista and Dorn get to go next.
I'm scurry.
Scared. I'm not scared.
Callista and Dorn, what would you like to do?
Well, how far away is it from me?
He's still about 70 feet from you as well, correct? You guys are all still in the same area? I think Ashlyn was the only one that moved up towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, it's all about 70 feet as he's coming after you guys.
Okay.
See if I can get some battle music playing here for us. Yeah, I like that better.
Woohoo! Who's going first, you or me?
You can go first. I'm debating something.
Okay. Dorn, he's scared, so he's gonna cast Sanctuary on me.
Okay.
because I believe that he would see that I'm a target, and he would be like, "Oh, my girl Diana, gotta protect her. That's my star pupil right there."
All right. Yeah, so you can feel.
And then he's going to use his 25 feet of movement to kind of cha-cha real smooth to the back.
Okay.
So he's just going to take it back now, y'all, and keep taking it back now, y'all, because he don't want to be near that thing.
All right. Sounds good.
And then do I get another wisdom saving throw to see if he, like, breaks being fearful?
He does at the end of his turn.
Okay.
He's still afraid.
Woohoo!
Okay, so I'm gonna fly about 30 feet away from him, to the side.
Okay.
Not in front of his face, and cast. I haven't done this in a while. Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
All right.
It's a 15.
15 save. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's another 24.
So he takes half.
Half damage. Okay, so this crack of thunder erupts from Callista and heads towards the dragon. You can see that its wings are able to take away much of the impact just because of how massive the size is of this thing. And it just inches it back just the slightest bit as it looks over towards you, Callista.
And as it's looking towards me, I turn into a flying saber-toothed tiger.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. That is amazing right there. That is D&D right there, folks. I love it. So Callista transforms in midair to a flying saber-toothed tiger. Oh, man, this is cool. All right.
What?
Molfin, you're up. I think you're muted under that shroud.
Yep. Bingo.
Yahtzee! It seems like much like everyone else, I'm rather afraid of the stupid beast. So, Molfin's gonna look around and now, how are we situated? Where did it pop up more near where Ashlyn was before it started heading towards Diana? Is it directly between Molfin and the island?
No, imagine if you were standing here looking straight at the island, it's a little to your left. Like...
Oh, by the way, that was supposed to be a con save, not a wisdom for some reason. I don't know if that made any... yeah. I don't know if it made a difference.
Honestly, con would be even better. It'd be a 27.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why my spells are so messed up. Goddamn roll 20.
Molfin's going to look at a couple of things and then start flying because can't get closer.
Yeah. You can kind of
The full
veer off to
60-foot
the right if you wanted to a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
So basically starting to loop around heading towards the island.
Okay. Sure.
And is getting starting to just panic at the sight of this thing. Is going to cast a spell.
Oh, I can't draw dragons, guys.
And as anyone around watches,
Oh no.
you see as Molfin is starting to fly and bank over to the right, sort of looks like he's trying to circle almost around the dragon. And then his image starts to shift. And you watch as he just fades away.
Is this one of the abilities from the Shroud, Molfin?
Yes, it is.
I think you have to make a roll, correct?
Yes, I do.
I don't have my document out on my desktop, so you'll have to keep me informed on what happens, because.
So, because of the effect, well, actually, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Is burning the pageant and the thatched roof cottages.
That's a throwback.
Thatched roof cottages. And they chop
Okay.
those drums in.
I would assume the answer to this is yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I am just going to.
So you do have advantage on this.
Okay, so one. Oh, first one hits, so.
So you're good. Okay.
Yep. So as you watch as Molfin just vanishes.
As he's flying, Molfin disappears.
Well, this so much different from here.
Oh no. I don't know what that means.
Lachlan, you're up.
All right. Not fully understanding what Molfin did. I'm gonna go into gnome formation here.
And actually, I have to make a wisdom save to see if I come out of being afraid.
Oh yes, you do.
Forgot to.
You are no longer afraid, Molfin. And Lachlan goes invisible?
Yep.
All right. So now Lachlan disappears.
Where are the gnomes going?
Where's the party going?
And I'm gonna try to start making my way towards the treasure. We're gonna bump heads.
You're gonna make your way towards who?
The treasure.
The treasure. You're going straight ahead. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Molfin or Lachlan is just headed towards the treasure. You make your way and you get down to the edge of the water. Basically, you're flying, right? So you get over
flying.
top the water and you're just flying straight.
Hoping dragons can't see invisible things.
Diana, you're up.
Hey. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Ooh, come in at number 0.
Yep, we
All right.
finally made it to the bottom.
Wow. Go us. And what a wonderful time for my Roll20 to freeze.
Oh, isn't
so
it-
I can't check the range on Guardian of Faith. Oh wait, now it's back. Okay. 30 feet. Okay. Is this creature within 30 feet of me?
I think when it last left off, it was about 70 feet from you, right? So you'd have to
I
close.
believe-
It's not within 30 feet of you yet. It looks like he's headed your way.
He'll be there soon.
Yeah.
Be there soon.
Well, I can't cast Death Ward on my boy, Dorn, like I wanted to, because I realized that it was a touch spell. Oh, let me see here. What's this one? That one is also 30 feet. And Fairy Fire, that's 60 feet. Okay. So you said it was 70 feet away from me?
Yes, 70 feet. Mm-hmm.
I will move forward 10 feet and cast Fairy Fire.
All right. Let's see what it does. It's got to make a saving throw as you point towards it.
It's got to make a dex saving throw.
Saving throw.
Gotta be a 6.
It rolls a 21.
Oh.
I hate this thing.
So yeah, your magic seems to just miss its mark, and it's moving too quickly. You're just not able to get a bead on it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to slide to the left.
Okay.
Get away from that thing.
Okay. You're moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna if it's going straight towards me, I'm just gonna go left.
Okay.
I'm gonna move 20 feet to the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That ends your turn, Diana?
Sure.
All right, that takes us to the top of the round with Ashlyn.
I have no idea where it is.
It
like,
is
compared to me right now.
if you're flying straight, it flew over your head and it's now 30 feet behind you.
30 feet behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you were flying towards it, and then it flew right over top of your head after Diana.
Okay, I'll fly after it.
Okay. You gonna get right up next to it?
Yeah.
All right. You are right up next to it, flying beside it.
What I gotta do, I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Let's see if this can do anything. Is everybody else within 60 feet of me?
Is anybody else within 60 feet of you?
Yeah.
Technically, Lachlan is, but you can't see him.
Oh.
So no.
As far as you know.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna use Thunderclap with my staff.
Thunderclap with the staff. All right.
And each creature within 60 feet of me, not including me, must make a DC 17 con save or take 2d6 thunder damage and become deafened for a minute.
So Lachlan's gonna have to make this roll too. What'd you say it was, con?
17 con.
Okay.
I'm hit.
It rolled a 21.
Okay. Sorry, Lachlan.
So all of a sudden, this crack of thunder emerges from the staff that Ashlyn is holding.
It's only 2d6, but Lachlan is, deafened.
Deaf.
You're deaf. When you take damage, does it take your invisibility away?
Well, let me take a gander.
Or is it you have to attack or cast a spell?
The spell ends when I attack or cast a spell.
Okay. I'm just making sure it wasn't...
But it is.
Yeah.
It is concentration though.
Oh, yeah, so I have to roll a concentration check.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have known where he was.
It's only going to be a 10, right?
And do I just do a straight 1d...
I think it's just a constitution save, right?
Yeah.
Constitution save.
Just roll a 10 or above and you're good. Yep, you're
Good.
still invisible. It's that thunder seems to rattle you a bit as you're flying over the water, Lachlan. It doesn't take half damage for this, does it? Does it take half damage?
Yes, it does.
It does? Okay.
But it isn't deafened. And then I'm gonna use my bonus attack to do martial arts.
Okay.
And fail. Okay.
Ashlyn, you just slam your fist into the scaly hide of this thing, and it just feels thick and just rough, and it hurts your hand.
Alright, hold on, I gotta let my dog out.
Oh, you're good. Alright, that brings us to the pixies, who are invisible and scattering.
I think only one of them can do this, but I will check. Please make one more wisdom save.
All right, here it comes. Wisdom save. A 14.
Passes.
I rolled a 7 on the die. So,
Okay, that one goes back to invisible and hides.
okay, so
The other ones haven't cut. The other ones are maintaining concentration on fly and haven't come out.
Okay, you got it. Is that the end of the pixie's turn?
Yes.
Okay, it becomes the dragon's turn. The dragon, seeing that you guys are splitting up and in different directions, is unsure of its target. But seeing Diana there sliding to the left,
take it back now, y'all.
the dragon is going to approach you, Diana, and get about 20 feet away from you. It starts to fly towards you, and you watch as it starts to inhale.
Warding flare. Let's do that.
And all of a sudden, this green gas just emerges out of its mouth. Warding flare.
Warding flare.
What does warding flare do? What is its?
Warding flare blinds a creature. I think if it's making if it's swinging a sword at you, it's supposed to blind it so its accuracy is dampened. But if it's an area of effect thing, then I guess it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, I think you have to make a save, and I think warding flare only works if it's trying to roll against you to hit your AC. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Am I reading that rule correct?
I think that's accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have it in front of me, so I'm just taking a guess.
What's my save?
Yeah, you quickly try to, but the light is just completely consumed by this green cloud as it heads your way. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me as you are engulfed in this gas.
Where's my?
Yep, this one needs a prayer to Ilmater right here. This one definitely does. Wow, that's excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. And honestly, I don't have this many dice ready, so I'm going to
Josh was so happy for a second.
I'm gonna roll it in the roll 20 to see how it turns out because I don't have this many dice.
What did I miss?
It's too many dice, Sarah.
Okay.
So I can't remember how to roll even in roll 20. Slash roll.
Slash roll space number D.
I haven't done this in so long.
Sarah, he doesn't have enough dice.
Okay, I don't have enough dice in my tray to
And
roll
she
this.
passed the saving throw, right?
She did. So she takes half of 62 points of poison damage as you are engulfed. So you will take 31 points of poison damage.
That is over half my health.
Wow.
Death ward.
And as the last remaining areas of the poison just drift out from its mouth, as it's hovering, flying about 20 feet in front of you, it's like, you see, you will wilt and you will rot.
Jerk.
And that will end. Actually, it's going to fly up a little bit higher because it's still got movement speed. So it flies about another.
Oh, do I get an AoE? AOO?
Actually, you did. Yes. Yeah, you can make an attack of opportunity as it moved out of your threat range. It was just just boom, just thud against his back leg. You don't really feel like you made any sort of impact. And then flies up about 40 more feet and is just hovering, just scoping out the area, just looking around. Anastasius.
Was he supposed to make a save? To see if he's still scared?
Yeah. We can retcon that end of his last turn. Yeah, he's no longer scared.
Okay, he's not scared.
Mm-hmm. He's able to shake off the frightening effect, the dragon.
Okay, so he's gonna. How far up above him is it?
It was up
40
about
feet above.
Yeah, it was about 40 feet above.
Okay, so he is going to cast Phantasmal Force. See if it does it this time.
Okay, so these magical lights start to form all around them. This is a wisdom, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
It says make an intelligence save.
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence? Oh. Yes. So that is only a 16.
Oh, just save.
Just save?
No, it doesn't. It's a 17 now.
Is it 17 now?
He fails.
He fails.
Yeah, he fails.
The dragon is going to use one of its legendary resistances to succeed instead.
That's fine. I'll take it. That's fine. That's what I wanted.
Legendary.
I love legendary creatures. They're so fun.
They
give me more toys to play with.
And he will inspire me next.
Alright, so you are feeling inspired. Callista by Anastasius. Is Anastasius going to move at all, or is he going to stick around where he's at?
He's just going to make sure he's not in a line.
Yeah,
so he'll move out of.
I think that's what everybody's been doing, like separating from each other, making sure you're not within. Everybody get away from each other.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Oh, we had a strategy.
So, Ashlyn, you kicked it all off with.
But I think he's going to stay on the ground so long as it doesn't go too much higher. If he goes higher, he'll go up. But for the moment, he's going to stay on the ground and just stay out of a line.
All right, Callista and Dorn, it is your turn.
Okay.
All right, Dorn. Oh, Dorn, go back to your character sheet, please.
Okay.
I don't wanna.
Oh my gosh, wait, I just realized something.
Or just like, Diana, why would you shoot it with a fireball? Oh.
I didn't realize that, but I just realized that I have Sanctuary on me, so any creature who targets the worded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
You're gonna hate me.
Oh, it doesn't protect you from area effects, though.
Even if it did, it rolled a natural 20, which would have made it a 27.
Oh.
So
did you fall?
It would have still got you.
Okay.
No, I'm still in my seat, but thanks for asking.
But it has to make an additional wisdom saving throw. It's not just its thing. It has to make a wisdom saving throw to see if it
can target you.
Yeah, it rolled a nat 20.
It got a nat 20 plus 7, which is a 27 to beat your...
To beat the spell save.
Spell save.
Okay.
So.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah.
I just thought that I forgot about it. So.
Yeah, just remember for next time too.
Okay.
Is anyone around the dragon, by the way, or did it move out of range?
It moved. It got within about 20. Well, it moved out from Ashlyn, got about 20 feet away from Diana, sprayed Diana, and then went up about 40 feet, and is flying and hovering about 40 feet up.
Oh, great! Now I got to do a hypotenuse.
That's right. We're adding another axis here.
Math swirling.
Well, I don't know if it's prone's even possible, but I'm just gonna straight for it bite, and it has to make a DC strength save, but I don't even know if that's even possible. If it can even go prone.
To bite a dragon, yeah.
No, I'm using pounce. I don't know if pounce works on a dragon.
Okay. So you're
Armin's
flying.
gonna love hearing about this one.
Go ahead and roll. You don't have to roll to attack it first. It makes the save first.
Square.
No, I have to roll to attack it first. But I'm just asking, like, should I even bother with that? Should I bother with pounce if it's even applicable?
You don't know.
Okay, well I'll just pounce on its butt.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll against it.
20 square plus 40 square equals C square.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Then I will add my inspiration.
17 doesn't hit? Oh my god.
Dragons have thick scales.
So that's
that will
21?
Your fangs dig into the creature and you do damage. You affect it. So go ahead and roll your damage as you hit it.
Okay. Now it has to make a strength save, which should be hard.
It rolled a 9 on its save.
Oh, then it failed.
It failed. It's going to use its second legendary resistance to succeed instead. It doesn't want to go prone on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm just... Okay, so that means I don't get my extra attack because he succeeded.
Right. Yeah, so
Okay,
does that damage count as magic damage?
Of course it does.
It does. Gotcha.
I'm a high-level moon druid, bitch.
So do my fists, by the way.
Thinking, yeah, so do your fist. Yeah, I know that.
So I'm just going to, because he evaded my second attack, I'm just gonna latch onto his butt and hold onto his butt.
Okay, sounds good.
So if he has to like attack anyone, he's got to turn himself around at his butt.
Okay. Perfect.
So what's the square root of 2,000?
At the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions to smack you with its tail.
Good, I'm holding on.
So here comes a tail attack. Yes, tail attack. It has a plus 11.
Oh, that's definitely going to hit me regardless.
Oh, gosh. Man, I better stop rolling this die. That's a nat 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me, I got enough dice for this.
Oh, no.
So that's good. That's the good thing. I have enough dice.
Yay.
Better hope I don't drop concentration, though.
Right on all of the fairies that are keeping us all in the air.
I have Warcaster, but still, this might really hurt.
You take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail swings back and slams you on the backside of your head.
Hang on, I need a calculator.
You hear it just say, "Get off of me, wretched creature."
What? Okay. So my con save is...
On save.
Oh, I don't know if that works.
Oh, yeah. How, yeah, 28. What's half of 28 points of damage?
14.
14. You just drop concentration. So all the pixies go away? Oh. And you don't even see it because they're all invisible. No one sees it because they're all still invisible. So they just go back to where they came from. Uh-oh.
And does that mean all the flies?
Dorn already went, correct? Or did he have to go?
He went already, right?
Diana, did Dorn go already?
Oh, Dorn.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that guy.
Yeah.
He's still
I
running.
was looking at all of his stuff, and he doesn't really have very much that I can use. So, he's just
Kill yourself, woman.
He's just gonna be scared, I guess. I don't know.
He's still afraid.
There's nothing that he can do. I guess I can just roll his another saving throw. But other than that, like he doesn't really have anything.
Heal Diana.
He could heal you, or he could heal Callista, possibly.
He could if he were within range, but he's not because he has Cure Wounds, which is touch based, and then Mass Healing Word, which I don't know if everybody.
Yeah, he can't really get closer being afraid.
Yeah, so he can't really do much right now.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and make his wisdom save to see if he breaks the fear. No, he is just sweating. He is just like, I don't want to be here. Bad idea. Bad idea. All right.
I'm so full of regrets.
At the end of Dorn's turn, the dragon is going to use a legendary action to do a detect. As it scopes around, it's going to make a perception check. Gets to make a free perception check and rolls a natural 1.
It's obsessed with the cat on its butt.
Yeah, it is. It's distracted. Molfin, you're up.
And I'm falling.
Yeah.
As Molfin starts to fall, how far away from this? I know I was flying around the dragon, now it's flying up.
Yeah.
So about how far away from it am I?
You're still 60 feet because you couldn't get any closer. So, well, actually, it flew away from you a little bit. So I'd probably say it was probably about 80 feet away from you. And you said you were falling?
The pixies are gone means no more fly.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, so the fly goes
falling
away.
too.
Yeah, so you guys are all falling. Yeah, so you were up probably about 20 feet, and you were above the water.
I had made it that far, even
Yeah.
with just 60 feet of movement.
Yeah, you just barely kind of crossed the threshold of the water, so you're falling towards the water below you.
Okay, and my location, what does this look like? Does it look like that same sort of sickly, putrid?
It looks pretty nasty. Like I said, it has like stuff floating in it. Looks like swamp water.
Okay, so right as the Molfin can feel a spell leaving and just starts to feel that free fall, he's gonna misty step back over to the shore.
Okay, also remember, you are under that effect.
I am elsewhere, yes.
You are elsewhere, yes.
Yep.
And everything is really like mysteriously looking. It's odd. Everything is just,
Yeah.
your view is
What?
completely different. So you misty step. Where are you misty stepping to?
Just looking as I'm starting to fall down, just the shore.
Okay, yeah, so easily you're able to, and you appear onto the shore, catching yourself out of this free fall.
And you said at this point now that I've fallen, it's probably about 80 to 100 feet away from me, or...
Probably about 80 feet.
Oh, okay. Molfin's going to use full movement towards it.
Okay.
And then and I'm trying to set myself as close to I can, but right behind it.
Okay.
And then using an action to slowly shift my being back.
Oh, so you're going to come back to...
Come back to where everyone else
All right,
is.
so you guys see Molfin again as he reappears on the shore. A little bit behind the dragon. Lachlan, you're falling.
Oh boy. I don't want to use my reaction to cast some Featherfall here. It doesn't use concentration or anything.
Okay.
So
Yeah. You
this old
featherfall.
standby.
You're falling right about. You're falling on top of the water.
Okay. Given that I'm feather falling, do I have any ability to fall forward or back or anything, or is it a straight down?
It's kind of more of like a straight down type thing. Well, actually, you would have been. You're like booking it. You're flying Superman style. So I'll say you're kind of falling forward because you're carrying the momentum, but not very far. Like as soon as you start to lose that spell, you just kind of arc down.
Then I'm gonna just see how far I can get. See if I can get to, I guess, the other shore, the shore of the island.
It's still a good ways off.
still
You've
a
got
good-
probably about another 100, 150 feet before you even get there.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, it is. too
That's
far
some
off.
nasty looking water.
And it looks like you're headed to do a nosedive right into it, my friend.
Well, I guess I'm gonna hold my breath and hit the water.
All right, splash. The water is nasty. It's warm water. And you can feel these clumps of different things almost sticking to you as you
That's gross.
go into the water. It's dark and murky, but other than that, it doesn't seem to be as nasty as when you got dropped into the sewer.
That's good.
What would you like to
Power through. There's treasure on that other end.
do? So you're going to use your movement and your action to just basically swim?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's...
What is my swim? I imagine my swim speed is just my.
It's half of your
half?
movement. I believe it's
So
like
12?
difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So
12 feet.
you guys
Clumpy warm water.
There's
notice
this disturbance in the water.
yeah, there's splashing in the water, but you don't see anyone.
Uh-oh.
Fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
It's moving away from you towards the island, and the dragon is not happy whatsoever. It's going to use its last legendary action for this turn to go ahead and give that creature on its back another smack with its tail. So that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
Not so bad this time. It does 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it cracks you again. I said, get off of me.
I'm still a tiger.
Still a tiger. Awesome. Love druids. All right, Diana. How high were you flying in the air?
Excellent question. I have no idea.
Okay, I would probably say you were just maybe, if you were flying in the first place, you'd probably be only about 10 feet up.
Okay, then I'll,
Okay.
sink, obviously.
Yeah, you sink.
How much damage?
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you sprain your ankle a little bit when you land.
Aw.
Lit. All right. So I'm gonna be a little bit selfish here and just put a little death ward on myself.
Okay. You have the spell. Why not use it?
A little bit selfish, but yeah, that's me right now. And then I'm gonna just book it.
Book it out of the cave area, or
I don't want to book it out of the cave. I am wondering, like, I saw splashing in the water. I don't know.
Well, so correction. I would have lost my invisibility when I cast Featherfall.
oh, you would have, huh?
Yep.
So yeah, you do see Lachlan swimming.
A wet gnome.
A wet gnome
Swimming
towards
towards the island.
the island as fast as he
All
can.
right. I'm gonna make my way over to the water. And do I wanna, you know what? It's 30 feet, right? Is it 30 feet away? Because I have 30 feet of movement.
The water?
Yeah.
It's from where you were. You can probably get within 10 feet of the edge of the water.
I will make. I will move towards the water.
Towards the water. Okay, excellent. Fantastic. So Diana is headed towards the water. Diana, you can see now. You see Lachlan about 60 feet out in the middle of the water. He's the breath stroke as he's moving the water side to side. You can see he's desperately heading that way. You are very near Molfin now, who is lurking a little bit to the left of you. Looks like he's got his eyes on the dragon, which is flying up above. And it looks down and it starts to laugh at all of you. Going after my horde.
What?
Not so fast. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Calling that a horde.
Wow, everybody. Fantastic job tonight. You guys.
Can I write something in the box before I forget?
What's that?
I'm gonna write something, just type myself a note.
Yeah, double check. Make sure you guys take notes of what, like, Diana has Death Ward. So make sure you guys jot down on your character sheets or on a little notepad or whatever you got. Mark down anything that you have. You guys took down a Skull Lord tonight. You destroyed a gem contained within the dagger. And now you are facing off against a green dragon.
Can we level up for this drink dragon?
We cannot level up right now, no.
Would be really helpful. Okay, thanks.
But awesome job, everybody. That was fantastic.
Reduce falling damage by 25?
Monk?
Wow.
Jesus.
Nice.
Ashley needs to remember that stuff. That's good stuff to have. I also need to remember to reread my NPC character sheet so I know what they're immune to. That would have made that a little bit
I had to
more
add
interesting.
a charges note to my freaking item.
Yes. Make a note.
And you said that staff, the quarterstaff, does 4d6 necrotic if I hit something with it?
Yeah, it's kind of like, it worked kind of like a smite. If you hit something,
Okay.
you can choose to expend the charge, and I think it's 6 charges for that additional 4d6 necrotic.
Okay.
Man, I wanted to call Walter Flash, not Wilter, and go, "Hey, Walter."
Well, great job. Diana picked a fight with a dragon.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody
Molfin has a plan.
Molfin always has a plan.
Molfin has an item that's going to put this dragon on the ground.
Oh my god.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight as we launch Season 4 of Storm King's Thunder. I know I know you're going to be looking through the book, Storm King's Thunder, and you're going to be looking for these things. You're not going to find them. Because we've got Season 4 is going to be a big tangent, I have a feeling.
Thanks, Diana.
An understatement.
It is the unwritten chapters of Storm King's Thunder as our party
All
embarks.
courtesy of Michael, who wrote them himself.
Yeah. I really need to write more things down, that's for sure.
Matt is going to write his own book about Zolkin and the Lich and everything.
So, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We need to give away a Nat 20 for next week. What do you guys think? Those of you in chat who've been hanging out with us tonight, what we normally do is give a Nat 20 for someone who does something really amazing either in combat or in roleplay. So if you had a moment that kind of stuck out to you, now's your time to chime in chat and let us know what you think and which one of our players you think deserves a free Nat 20 next week. It might be very useful as they face off against this green dragon.
I mean, Michael had that calm emotions.
Well, you don't want to give it to Michael because he also has a giant green dragon.
Yeah.
I was going to say give it to Dorn for, you know, that nice bit of lore that he gave to Diana, you know, when Diana was threatening to murder Molfin in his sleep.
This is true.
No. That was out of character sense of humor. When am I in character? Who knows?
That conversation between Diana and Dorn honestly was pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amusing to you, concerning for her.
I was surprised. I didn't know that, you know, Diana, that was actually really smart to bring him off to the side and chat with him about that. I think that was pretty smart.
Being so scared.
Scared.
I think
Scared.
I feel like we should give it to Diana this week.
Me too.
I think we're gonna give that to Diana.
I think she kind of needs it.
Hey, Cloppity, glad you could join us even for just the end. We always love it when you stop by and jump in our chat. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Diana's going to have the Nat 20. Everybody else has inspiration across the board.
And thank you for the vote, Victoria, but yeah, I had it this week, so.
Yeah, Molfin already had it. And now his head is completely covered by this black funeral shroud that he now wears for the rest of his life.
That is so sad.
not to him, I guess.
Oh,
not at all creepy.
Man, Christy's gonna have to change your character art.
No.
You just put a box in his face.
Just take a paintbrush.
We'll just paintbrush.
Yep. Those sensor bars.
Christy, I think you're muted right
just
now.
like scratch.
There you go.
Scratch stuff out.
Yeah,
and just like here, just put a bunch of black there. You're good.
I'm just gonna throw your character portrait in GIMP and just start coloring over top of your face with them.
Get those mustache stamps and just like
just cover them with mustaches. That's right. Awesome. So that will end our session for tonight. Thank you guys. That was amazing. We will be back next week with some Storm King's Thunder right here with episode 61 as we continue to head on closer and closer to finding out what we need to do to get at Cruella the Black, as it seems like we're inching closer. So thank you guys. This was amazing. It was a lot of fun. And
yeah, so good.
The next time that you make your way into a large cavern and you see the water bubbling and you get really trigger happy and antsy and you fire off a fireball, make sure that you have your proficiency bonus ready and marked into all your skills and stats and everything that you need, because you might be face to face with a dragon who wants to breathe poison at you. Yes. Don't forget to add that proficiency bonus, guys. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay, love you, bye!
Bye, guys.